Okay, guys, welcome back. We'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see. If it goes again, then what can I do, guys? What can I do? I've got no idea. I messed around with like the servers and stuff that I'd be pinging, loads of different things. But these are all YouTube things that I've changed, nothing on my end. So we'll see, guys. It generally is okay for the first 5 minutes, and then whatever happens, happens. I'm not sure what happens. War 2 o'clock. Wars should be in 5 hours from now. Should be, right? 5 hours from now? Yeah. 5 p.m. Pacific. It's now midday Pacific. It's 12 p.m. Pacific. On the dot. So CRW is in 5 hours. And I think it only lasts for 24 hours. Normally it wouldn't be great for majority of people, but because, you know, everyone's in lockdown and stuff, it's not as bad as it potentially could have been otherwise. Which is good. Issue is here, this has used up all of my notifications for the next 24 hours because that's how YouTube works. Every time it disconnects me and goes live again, it uses up one of my notifications, and you only get 3 notifications a day as a YouTuber. So that means I can't release another video for 24 hours. This is where it really impacts me. Like, it being a crap stream and it just disconnecting and me not being able to stream is one thing, but me not being able to release any content for the next 24 hours is like, it's horrific. Like, it's such a bad experience at the moment, man. I'm just surprised. I'm guessing just no one streams on YouTube. That's why no one's saying anything about it. That's my guess. No, I know I've seen some people move from Twitch to YouTube, but I'm guessing they're like kind of looked after a little bit better. I wouldn't expect anything other than that for big YouTubers, I guess. Okay, we're gonna have to command him. Took them long to get out Blitz info. I mean, they did say it was happening today. But, yeah. I've also seen that a couple of people have the 4 slot on Raulito to give 750 bleeds. I don't think it makes that much of a difference on a defense team. On an attack team, that could be quite nice, though. Why am I running a Gator? Because apparently drop leads make a difference to getting the runes. It won't make that much of a difference, but it makes a difference. So I'm just trying to utilize that pretty much. And so far I haven't really had any problems with the Gator leads. That's what's being said. Whether it's true or not, it's really hard to know because it's not going to make that much of a difference. I mean, I think the drop rate is like 20%, right? I did 220 raids in the last raid tournament, and at the end of it, I had like 40-ish, 40-odd runes. I've done more than 30. I can show you my runes in a sec. I'll show you in a sec. Just give me a moment. For beta, go to forums. You'll find an invitation link. Yep. There is an invitation link on the blog as well. If you so wish. There we go. All natural's gone. So, like, if we look at how many I've got, right? I think I've just got over 50. 52, right? We look at the last raid tournament. And I got 7,300 points. And I did 221 raids. I've done more than 30. I've done more than 29 natural raids. So the drop rate is less than 20% with drop leader. So you're probably looking at around about, I'm gonna say I reckon it's about a 15% drop rate if the drop leaders make a difference, and then the drop leaders will increase drop chance by 20%, and then it'll go from 15 to 18. Like, the difference between 15 and 18 is nothing, right? But yeah, no worries, Cat Sub, no worries. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just saying hello. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Shane, Keith, Mercy, Potato Boy, Jose Gracia. What's up, Noah, Buttbeak, Ryan, Carol, Mr. C. Like, I wasn't gonna read out your names, guys, because I honestly thought I was just gonna get disconnected, and it can still happen. It could still happen, guys. Let's not just. I'm just proper anxious about it right now. I hate it. I hate it. What's up, Mike? Rascal as well. I've been answering some of your questions. Just, yeah, what's up, Carlson? Alexander, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. It's still alright, Jays. My stream crashed. Well, my streams have been having connection issues, but we back. Maybe good, I'm not sure. It looks alright. Not too bad. I claimed some coins while I was offline. Like, that's why my coins went up by 400. Just FYI, like, I can't click my fingers and get 400 coins. Not yet. Not yet. I had, I was in leagues, and I think I came 7th and got me like 210 coins or something. And then I had a bunch of 3 coin videos. On my other region, I haven't claimed my arena rewards. But I'm also getting 890 coins, I think, from my other region because I'm first in arenas. But that's going to be in 2 hours when I get it, right? I get that in 2 hours, I think. Not entirely sure how that works, to be honest. Pete Anderson. Why are they're doing so many characters no one cares about? I put Mercer up here, people would go for it. Actually, I'd be mad if they put Mercer up here, because I've just been spending my torches non-stop to get Mercer on my other region. Okay, we actually have some stuff to still do here. I went up to Diamond 2 as well. I'm in Diamond 1 right now. And I'm going to be in Diamond 2. Just in it, it's going okay. It's going okay. I'm a little bit frustrated because YouTube's been a bit rubbish. A little bit rubbish for the last few weeks, but what happened to the live stream a moment ago? My live streams have just been all over the place. YouTube, look, everything's fine now. I haven't changed anything. All I did was change some settings towards YouTube. I changed a different YouTube server. It was a YouTube server that I was connecting to. Apparently, it was terrible. I haven't changed anything else. See you there. Maybe see you there. Yeah, maybe see you there. Are we in the same Diamond Division already? We have yet to be in the same league. That's kind of funny. We've faced each other in war so many times. You are more likely to be in the league of someone from your own region. I've been in Man on the Moon's division quite a few times. Like, sorry, you're more likely to be in the league from someone in your own region. Did I say division? I might have said division by accident. But yeah, I've been in Man on the Moon's one. I've been on loads of people in my factions. This Heaven event is a joke. 2 hell runes in almost 36 hours. Yeah, it's even worse with the Heaven runes. I think I got 8 and 10. 8 and 10 champions tickets, right, in my regions, and in one region I did 1 attacks, and I maybe failed like 3 or 4 attacks max, right? So let's say I failed 5, so I only did 7, But that's 7 times 5, which quick maths is 35. I'm pretty sure I got like 2 heaven tickets, 2 heaven runes from 35 attacks. The drop rate is just so low. Like they're doing the same thing they did in that Whisperers event where they're just shooting themselves in the foot with that. Because like I'd buy some offers if it was better. That's 15 heaven runes in the first week, right? We got to get 210. Like they can't realistically think you're gonna get 210. The drop rate's way too low. Like it should be 50-60% drop rate, but at the moment it's like 10 to 15%. It's like they're expecting you to do over 1,000 attacks in this. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like where they could have made their money was people buying extra keys because they're gonna have leftover runes once you've got 200. Like if I get to 300 runes, I'm gonna have 50 keys. I'm gonna have 150 runes just sitting there doing nothing. So the input, like I've already done a lot of the work. The drive would have been to buy more keys, but now that right now they're making you buy runes which are gonna do nothing for you except unlock the missions, which should be accessible anyway. And like this is Scopely like through and through, fine. But in the current world situation, it just really paints a bad picture for them, in my opinion. Really bad picture. Like, I'm playing other games really casually, right? And I just log into another game, and then like, here you go, guys. 7 days of free energy. You can spend as much energy as you want. You can play the game as much as you want, and it's like full energy 24/7 for the next 7 days. They did that in the first 24 hours once the major countries went on lockdown. Then they had a week of just normal. And then they did it again. They just like, okay, here's another 7 days of free energy, guys. And I'm just like, wow. And then, normally that costs like $25 to do, $30. Like Scopely did what? We got 100 torches, I think. I can't remember the thing they gave us. Like, I can't even remember it. It wasn't that great. It didn't mean anything. The best thing we've had so far is the April Fool's event, which was a troll, but it actually was the best thing we've had, without a doubt. Like, it's actually fun, enjoyable, you know. Everything else so far is, yeah. Imagine stressing out your community and making them grind like really hard, like the current climate in the world. Imagine that. I'm just pissed off with them. Like that is next level greed. Why don't you go to the Rick statue event, get 4 of them, you can get 400 cards of your choice. The Rick statue event, the weekly one, right? 400 cards isn't really that much. And it takes, what, a month to do that? Is it actually the statues that you hand in all the comics? It's crazy if they think people will have the dollars to keep spending at the same rate. I mean, I don't know, man. April Fool's event, best event so far. That's a crazy bit, right? Is there a diamond roadmap because my bro has one? Like, it's some event only for certain regions. I don't know what it's about. But you get 4 bennies for completing it. It looks like pretty good rewards. But I don't have it. And it actually has decent energy cost. I think it costs 80 energy, and the last stage gives you 4 bennies. Best diamond and rock. I don't know. It's not an event that's open to everybody. It's only particular regions get it. I'm not sure what the thing is. Makes only certain regions get it and some other regions not. Don't know. Other games like Last Day on Earth doubled the energy when the quarantine started. That's what I mean. Nothing has changed in this game. Nothing. If anything, it's got worse. Like, it's got worse because, yeah. I guess they just see the bottom line going down. It's like, oh no, we're not making as much money. We've got to make things more pay to win. It's like, yeah. You're not making as much money because people don't have as much money, man. Making it more pay to win is going to make people leave your game. Like whoever's in charge, whoever's making these like key decisions on like what the important thing is at the moment. Just doesn't really have a clue, unfortunately. Majority of the time they don't. It isn't just going to be this game, it's going to be most games. But seeing how other games get it right a lot of the time, it's weird. Okay. We are going to just bomb this a little bit. Just to get some survivors. Okay, 156. Not sure which one that is. I think it's gloves. I'm running out of gloves. I don't think I'll make it to Thursday there. Can I get a link to the beta? I mean, it's in my last video about the update. Go to my video, check the blog link that I put in there, and there's a sign up link there. Like for instance, this thing right here, right? You got a 70% chance of getting a hell rune for 100 coins. So to get the 300 you need, it would be 30,000 coins. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's not. It's just like next level. It's next level. Okay, what did I get here? 375 coins. I'm going up. See, I'm in first place leagues here, so I should get another 800 or so. I can't remember what you get. What's up, Weo? Is there regional war or is it local? It's CRW, but it could be different for certain regions. Okay, I might not come first. Actually, I think it's ended, right? This is ended. Like any raid you do right now won't score you any points, right? Can't remember how it works. Like there are 2 hours between the end and the start. Doesn't get you any rewards. Quarantine means more people playing equals money. I mean, not exactly how it works when people don't have the money. It's ended good. So I'm first. That's 860 coins. So I'm gonna have 6.5k. I'm nearly on a 40 pool already, but I'm gonna be losing 2.2k definitely because I'm going for I'm gonna go for AJ. Fast Molon, Strong Princess, Tough Negan. Or season 1 Ezekiel. Which one's season 1 Ezekiel? Like what's his specialist ability? Because if it's the Guardian 2, he's probably the best one out of them in terms of usability. AJ is next promo. I don't know when he is, but I know he is a promo, you know. I mean, I assume he is. He's been touted as like a really good defense team character, so I mean, I'd love for him to be in the gold crate, don't get me wrong, but I don't see it happening. Why have I gone to a different team? I don't know why I was scrolling down. Like, what was I looking for here? Oh no, I didn't want to use that team because for whatever reason Kenny's drop lead skill doesn't seem to be working very well. How long have you been playing Lockdown? I've been playing for years. When 3-star Holly was decent. I've been playing for a long time. 2016, I think. Basically the year it came out, but I started playing a couple of months after it came out. I started playing in October 2016, I think. I want to say 16. Oh no, it might be 15. Wait, can't have been that long. I think it was. Was it the 4-year anniversary last year? Like last August? It was. Oh my god. It's gonna be 5 years I've been playing the game soon. Oh my god. Did I see your question? No. Let's scroll up. Oh, it's here. Just wondering because I'm not sure whether to do it or not. The AR level up scav mission, does it max the AR or just level up once? So level up once, increase by once. It's still worth doing though, especially on 6 stars. It's not worth it using Lilith on 6 stars anymore. But if you want to have like utility 6 stars have good ARs, it's good to increase the ARs with that mission, just for like SR and stuff. My stream's working, guys. I know it's been 20 minutes without any issues, but I'm happier now. Oh my god, like it makes such a big difference. I didn't release any content today, so I was like, I'll move my stream from tomorrow to today because tomorrow's gonna be war. No one's gonna watch a stream when it's war, basically. And oh, I didn't mean to count. And YouTube was just messing me around, and I was getting sad. So it looks good. Did you have 4-star Andrea? I don't know. The one with the defense down and crit lead. I can't remember my team. I used 2-star Garrett for a long time. Like back then, like you didn't, like you don't use 2 stars that much these days. Like from what I understand, you get into a 3-star team really quickly. I did play through the tutorial and stuff once, like last year, on a different region just to see what it was like, and you get a 3-star team after like an hour's gameplay. So 2 stars are kind of meaningless altogether now. Whereas back then I was rolling with some certain 2 stars. Like I had Mac and stuff, and Mac was pretty good because he had a guaranteed crit on his rush. Good for walkers. How do I fix content 2 error? I've tried everything. I'm not sure. Try making some space on your device. That could be a thing. It may not be, but it could be. I've been promoted to diamonds. Have fun. Have fun. I'm in plat 5 now. So diamond. I'm most likely gonna get promoted because I'm gonna hit the next tournament hard for runes again. And I'm gonna still do, you know, my weekly like missions and stuff. Or and I'm gonna still try and get as many hell and heaven runes as I can. The drop rate is just terribly low. Lock, you left a link from your video to your video. I don't know what that means. Just search for the blog, or go onto the Discord, or go onto the forums, you know? Diamond 1 is very chill, honestly. If you hit arena, you are fine. No one really seems to spend there. Just farm some coins. Yeah. That was my dinosaur impression. What? I've already got it. I've already got it. Why am I getting trolled? I can't download it. Awesome. Awesome. It's all you guys too. It's not just me. It's not just, it's due to you guys too. You have to uninstall and reinstall. I'm not uninstalling and reinstalling. One big off day. I mean, I kind of expected from Scopely. Let me check the forums. Can't see anything. It's a great experience. No. Play Store. Walking Dead Road to Survival. Open. Download the latest one. Okay, let me uninstall it then. Just uninstalling and reinstalling, guys. Fun times, guys. Fun times. Oh, God. Shield Olivia's good. Keep her as a 5-star, though, if you've got her as a 5-star. If you've got her as a 6-star, then it's unfortunate. Are we in? Unpacking content. This may take a few moments. That's a good thing, right? The unpack of content. Nope. Okay, let me see if I can contact someone. There's nothing I can do. If it doesn't work, then just leave it alone for a couple of minutes and go back and check again later. They better fix it quick or the whales won't spend. I don't know. I think a lot of whales don't go into beta because it can cause problems. I do it because it's good for content. Have you noted that Beta 4 region didn't have any of the beta offers and Pereira and Pete wasn't in black market? Yeah, Beta region 4 seems a bit messed up. Has continuously been messed up. One of the beta regions is always like have a problem. Not sure what the issue is here, guys. I'm gonna see if this fixes itself. I've contacted someone from Scopely about it. Maybe they fix it. I don't know. Did it pop up at like a particular time? No, it just popped up at a random time past 8, right? What installer? Just using Google Play. Some people are locked out. Yeah, looks like a lot of people are getting it. Let me just check the forums. Not forums, bug section of the Discord. Yeah, lots of people got it. Lockdown got locked down. I've been in lockdown for ages, guys. I'm like proper going stir crazy. Oh, something actually happened. Some semi-good news. I was randomly like going through my quilts because I have like winter and summer quilts. So I was bringing out some summer quilts because it's getting hotter now. So I was putting away my more like winter quilts. And I was unwrapping my summer quilt just to see if I needed to put it through the washer. And my pair of glasses that I've lost for ages fell out. And I was like, wait, what? I haven't had a pair of glasses for ages. And I borrowed a pair of my brother's and lost those as well. But my original pair that I lost just fell out of the quilt. And I was like, this is awkward, but great. I found one pair. The other pair, I've got no idea where they are. Yeah, I lost one pair like around about last... I would say around about last September, last August, right? And then I had to borrow my brother's when I went over to my parents for my mom's birthday, which is in like early September. And then I had those, I think for like... No, wait. I think I borrowed my brother's when I went over there at Christmas. I'm not sure. Or my birthday. My birthday's near the end of the year. And I had those for like a week and I lost those as well. I don't know how it happened. I've got no idea. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me check. It seems like everyone's still having issues. Well done. Well. So Ocean Banana. This has been a bad 2 weeks for streaming. I mean, it's not been too bad. It's just YouTube was messing up. I changed the server that I was connecting to. Apparently the server I was connecting to might have been the issue. Scopely doesn't care there are big bugs, but they aren't fixing it. I mean, this literally just happened. I'm sure they're on top of it. It's like forcing an update that doesn't exist. Update now and return to the fight. Yeah, okay then, buddy. I'll do just that. Scopely new offer price, $19.99. $99.99. What it does, you can continue playing RTS. If you don't buy the offer, your account is deleted. Well, not sure about that one. So in your opinion, who do you think was the best free-to-play S-Class tune that was in the museum and all? I think Erin has probably been one of the better ones. I've used her quite a bit because I've done the multi-attacks in arenas, right? Where it's the single hits. And she hits hard, man. And she's not even in max. She's hitting really hard. She's really hitting really hard. What's up, Ash? What's up? Just waiting. I don't know. Who knows? We're waiting for something. An update. This could be the update we're waiting for, guys. This could be it. The moment. The moment we've all been waiting for. At least there's nothing like important that we've got to do right now. Like, imagine it was just like last 30 minutes of a SR tournament or something. You know, there's nothing really going on right now, so it's not as big a difference as not as big a problem as it could be. But yeah, it's still frustrating. Let's see what other games we can get. Has anybody seen so many adverts for this game? I've seen so many adverts for this West game. And you just know it doesn't look anything like it shows in these pictures. You just know it doesn't. Doesn't look anything like these pictures. I've seen so many adverts for this. There's another Scopely game. Star Trek Command. At least their pictures are a bit more accurate. These are actually how the game looks. This game is full of bugs. Shockingly bad. Seems to be entirely based on the new Star Trek, which isn't Trek, and it's mostly about shooting things. Oh, that is a problem in Star Trek games. Star Trek isn't about pew pew. Okay, the bigger problem is combat in the game is super boring. That's not good. Which game? I played this game recently that I was actually tempted to like put a little bit more time into. What was it called? It was. I think it's one of the top games. Top grossing is Coin Master. Oh my god, I played that game for coins. It's crazy. PUBG Mobile. Star Trek is one of the top grossing games. Jeez. Contest of Champions. I can't remember what it's called. Like it's called like AFK Arena maybe. I think it's called AFK Arena. I don't fully remember what it was called. I don't know, I thought it was quite fun though. Pregnancy Idol 3D Simulator. I mean, okay then. And that's like top 20 games right now. Don't think of anything. Don't think of anything. I can't see it. I can't see it. Is anybody got this issue in my chat? Has anybody got this issue and they are not in beta? Like you're not in beta, but you're getting this issue still. There it is, AFK Arena, that's what it's called. Not in beta and my game's fine. Okay, this looks like a beta issue then. Oh! Might be okay. Might be okay now. Yeah, I think it's okay now. It's got to download the entire thing. I get this quite a lot. I think it's just flushed my local save. So it might be okay now. Like to do this, like this 222 meg thing is my local save. I want to pick Marlon and Rosie. I don't know. No, I didn't get a response on which Ezekiel it was. If it's Guardian 2 Ezekiel, I think he's the best. Because he's actually a good specialist that you can use in certain game modes. Hey! We're back in. They want us to play the game still. Did I just get that? I swear I claimed that yesterday. Let's let this update so I can see when my last raid was. What's up, John Anderson? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Season 1 store pineapple shirt bonus HP. The Ezekiel. It's hard to say then. I don't think any of them are like really that game changing. I would probably go for a support character though. What was the second character, Princess? Probably the Ezekiel's still the best one. Like the Marlon Rosie, unless you really like Telltale characters, just go for Telltale. Like, honestly. Okay. That was my last raid, so I actually did get a thing. Maybe that was to get this done. Okay. Man, I haven't even got that many heaven runes. 9. Man. That's from doing that's from having I think I did 4 attacks in Champions Arena because I did 2 times 4. Like the 4 times tickets ones because I didn't have enough time to do individuals. And I did the ones in the week. And I get 9. I've got to get 210. Oofed. Oofed. I give me my coins though. There we go. CRW Blitz, yeah. Well, I think it's CRW because everyone's got groups. I can recheck though. I'll go onto the forums and Blitz War. Blitz War on the 20th of the 4th to the 21st. There are matchups. Group 1, Katusa, Cherokee, Cook, Elmore, Hurd, Madison, Screven, Wilcox, and then Group 2, Group 3, Group 4. I mean, there might be some AOW for some people. Okay, the AOW regions are Hamilton, Davidson, Bledsoe, Calhoun, and Eccles. Everybody else should have CRW. That was fun, guys. That was fun. My introduction into 1A and I got a face Scorched Earth by headers on Chaos Theory. I defended quite a lot of Scorched Earth when I faced them, surprisingly. My defense did quite well against them. They are strong though. No, mainly attack teams though. They're going to have quite good auto teams, I'm assuming. Spent and bought a lot of their power. Oh, all the beta regions are offline. I think everyone's been removed from beta. I think that's what's happened. All the people who are in beta have been removed from beta, so they can continue playing, or at least like just the beta regions are offline. That sucks because I was due to get like 300 coins from what I was doing the thing every day for beta coins. Oh, that sucks. I hope that comes back. I'm gonna cry now. CRW would be great if they buff the rewards by 2 to 2.5 times. Seems like War is just now what it used to be. I think War needs to have the same thing as Onslaught, where you have your like, you're also gaining rewards from your faction league. Because like in Onslaught, my faction came like 3rd in Onslaught in the faction league, and we hit all our milestones. So I got 500 collection items, like 5% of a collectible. 2.5 times is a bit much, yeah. I mean, it needs to be improved, I agree, but I think the top of the end of the rewards is pretty good. The bottom end is just horrific. Like, it's almost not even worth playing for at the bottom end. If you want to see rewards, they are on News tab. What, for war? I couldn't see them. I've got the webpage up right now. I don't think much has changed. S-Class choice box, 9 of them. So that's like just under 500 collection items. 5 Liliths and 5 Ulysses in a crate. And then 200 war tokens or 50 half-rotten heads for those. I think people will be happy with the half-rotten heads coming back maybe. For Eren. But, I mean, 50 half-rotten heads isn't really that much. How many torches I got? Hundreds. Okay. I think in the middle of the pack war rewards needs some serious love. The drop off from first place to 17th to 25th is exponential and very disheartening. Yeah, I think they still don't realise that 17th to 25th is a third place faction in regional third place factions. It isn't a 17th to 25th place faction. They included more regions in CRWs and they didn't increase the rewards. That's the biggest issue. Hey look, how you doing? Your stream is gonna shut down in 15 minutes. It should be alright. Should be alright. Been going for 47 minutes. Looking solid. It was just a YouTube server issue and I changed YouTube servers. It seems to have fixed it. 96 cards to S-Class rally. Oh, you reminded me. I could do that today. I can do that today. What do you think of Hell Hathor No Fury? Is it really possible for free to play? I mean, it's possible to do stuff in it, but it's not possible to hit the top reward. No, it's like actually impossible to hit 300 Hell Runes and 210. That's much more in the case of the 210 Heaven Runes, but it's impossible to hit both free to play. Like, I've been doing it already, and I've got like 50 Hell Runes already, and I've used a bunch of cans. If you have to spend cans, it's not free to play. Cans should be just a way to get it faster. Or like, if you don't want to use natural energy. Faction milestones would be great. They had one for War Cans when War of Champions was due. I agree if they throw in 600 to 1k S-Class shots as a faction milestone, like play Total Wars or hit Champs ECC. Yeah, I think they need to bring in faction missions for War. And I think you need to, or individual missions, you know? They could do both. They could do, that would be really good. Like 10 attacks, get one 20 shard crate. 20 attacks, get another 20 shard crate, up to 100 attacks, you know? That might not seem like a lot, but it's just like, it all adds up, right? So then you can get another 200 shards by doing 100 attacks. Just not successful attacks, just actually hitting, and maybe it's successful, I'm not sure, because it can maybe be exploited otherwise. I don't know. But anyway, 100 attacks, right? And then they could have the same for a faction, but just times it by 30. So like, it would be, instead of the last one being 100 for the last reward, it could be what, 3,000 for the last rewards as a faction, and for each of those you get 20 as well. Am I a fool for spending for Jackie? I have her S-Class and 5-star. No, I think she's going to be great, but you're going to need to spend on the next characters with the team that they're going to bring out for her. They're undoubtedly going to bring out some more fast and alert characters to work with her. Like, AJ's a fast character. I would not be surprised if she works on the defense team with him. He works on the defense team with her. You know, there aren't really any fast and alert defense team characters at the moment that I can really think of, except for her. So she's coming out first, and then you're going to have the next ones coming out, you know? You're most likely going to have a damage dealer of some kind. You could potentially use Arav, but they're most likely going to be a better defense team damage dealer coming out. Most likely going to have a really nice support healer, maybe a revive as well. It could be a reviving healer or just a pure healer. You are probably going to have like a really tanky character coming out, potentially AJ. is meant to be this like dangerous tank. You could have a shield. There could be a fast shield that comes out, you know. So you're gonna have to buy at least, I'd say, 1 or 2 more characters to really make Jackie work well. I'm in 2nd place faction, and we're in 17th to 25th. Sometimes the tier higher than that. I need to do better in the inter-region events, multi-region events. Yeah, I mean, my faction does pretty well in war, but like, I think it's because our region's got a few decent factions in it. Like, we generally have like 3 of the top 10 factions in war, which massively skews war, right? Other regions, like other regions' first place faction could be finishing like 12th, you know? It's messed up. My poor 4 gentlemen. Well, you've got 4 5-star gentlemen. Her, Pete, Heng, Lewis, Rosita would be nasty. Yeah, but you see, like, she's not a speed lead, right? She's more of a, like, a control lead. She gives you a turn to get, like, rushes off quickly based on, like, 8% weapons. Because an attack team will still gain AP. I think you can... There's certain teams you can take against her. Like, I think Raulito teams will work quite well against her, because Raulito's bleed will happen no matter what. You're still doing damage regardless, and your characters will not wreck each other if you're taking a bleed team in as much, if they do get confused and attack each other. James is still the only strong character to this date that has damage as a primary role. Strange. Clementine. Yeah, Clementine as well, yeah. Dylan. Dylan is good, yeah. But we won't get... Like, Dylan is worse than Princess, right? But Princess was more accessible in her event than Dylan is in this event. Like, most people are probably going to come out of this event with 1 5-star Dylan. And maybe some cards. Whereas in the Princess event, you knew what you could work towards. You could grind hard, get 2 of her 5-star, and you could come out with 1,000 cards. Can't do that in this event. You could even do that in the event for Aaron. You could grind hard, come out of 2 of his characters and 1,000 cards. Oh no, wait, you could actually come out with 6,000 cards. You could actually have him, right? You could easily have him. But that's why he wasn't that great. He's just alright. He's an okay leader. But, yeah. He's got a counter already in Ivanova. It was 500 cards for getting 100 collectibles. Yeah, but you got 500 cards in the ones before that as well. Like, I had, by the end of it, 2 ascendables on 1,000 cards. I don't think I made 100s, but I had 1,000 cards by the end of it. The one before it, I'm pretty sure. Duel your own team. If only that gave Hell Runes. If only that gave Hell Runes, that would be actually pretty good. Okay, we need to like hit both the. We just not hit Michelle. We're good. Just pulled the S-Class jacket on my baby account. Mate. Why are you pulling on your baby? 250 coins. Why am I spending cans here? Stop it now. You can raid without drop lead, no difference at all. Apparently it makes a difference. And even if it's only like a couple of % difference, might as well try and get as much out of it as you can. Fortunately, a lot of people are dropping their teams, so it's not too bad. I just have to avoid potential danger teams. Like, I've dropped my team, but a lot of people are obviously trying to hold on to that rep, because, you know, you don't mean nothing but, yeah. I missed Pathways, great event. Pathways was a terrible event. What are you talking about? Pathways was terrible. The rewards were good, but the event itself was terrible, man. It was so bad. Like what you had to do in that event was horrific. But it does show you that people forget bad events when the rewards were good. This not sure if that's blue Shiva or it's just the armored Shiva. That's the good one. Pathways was awesome. Nah, Pathways was terrible. The rewards was good though. That was the one where you had to self-duel yourself like 15,000 times or something, you know? Oh, not self-duel, duel faction mate. And they didn't even mean for that to be a way it worked. They actually meant you to do proper raids. So like if it worked the way it was meant to work, it would have been even worse. Like it was really bad. If anyone remembers the Dwayne event, I love that event. Wasn't that slash tokens? Was that slash tokens? Or was that... That was Hold the Line. Okay. Hold the Line was okay. You got really good pulls from that. I don't remember how the event actually worked. But it hasn't left the, like... I haven't got a bad memory of that event for me. If it returned right now, the state of the game where we have a lack of trainers would finally be fixed. I don't know. I'm not sure how effective Benny's, like, even if you got 100 Bennies, how effective would that be for an S-class character? How quickly, I mean, I don't think you can max an S-class character out of that, you know? It's not like a 6-star, you could easily max 6 stars out. Just claimed my second Dylan, congrats, Father Jonas, congrats. I saw your message on my Discord, but what you type, you're very much correct. I do not reply to messages that much, mainly because I get a lot. I get a lot of messages on Discord. If I start replying to people, they think they can message me more often. I created a Discord for people to ask questions on, basically. That way, other people can answer if they have time. I log on to my Discord to like 20 questions. I can't answer questions too much. But I don't know what you can do, honestly. It's a sucky position for you, though. Need another Dwayne event. We need a S-Class Future Call. They definitely need to do those leaders. I love those leaders. No worries, Mr. C-Man. Take care, bruv. It's an interesting team. Me and Luck are friends and I got to schedule talks. Well, I replied to certain people, but like it'll be in at certain times, you know. Sometimes I'll see their message, I won't reply for like 5 hours because I'm just busy and I know I'll be distracting myself effectively. %38 on Arab Cleaver. If he's going to have a Wakizashi, do you think it's worth the resources to reset for 40%? Up to you. Just know that it will never change. That's the thing. That's the reason I do mine a certain way. Like my base weapon, I always try and get to perfect because when you make it to 5-star, you can get what's happened here, which is you're gonna potentially lose out percentages. So if I have the opportunity, I try and make it a perfect weapon. If you're not going for a particular special, it can be worth it, just because Arab's weapon as well is really good to use in SR. Really good to use. I maxed out this guy, by the way, with vet coins, just because vet rings, just because I had tons of vet rings and he was maxed, and I am using him in certain situations. I like him quite a lot. And he's really tanky. Like, really, really tanky. If I put him in the defense team, let's say. Like, look at his defense. And that, I don't think he's got even defensive bonus, he doesn't. kind of need to get him a defense against fast. I think I've got a defense against tough because I was taking him in against teams like that. 29%, lovely. Very good. We'll leave it there. I think he could work quite well against this Jackie. What's up, Bloodline? No worries, man. I didn't know if I was going to be streaming at all. Did stream, it crashed. It had the same issues as last Thursday, but I managed to fix it, fortunately. Which is awesome. Which is awesome. Okay, I can skip that. How do you have so many mod scraps? I can have a max of 180k. I don't spend them, and you get them from dailies. You get them in here. I believe. Do you? Yeah. I don't really get mods that I need to update too often. I like the mod upgrade event that they did before. Hopefully they do another one. That was nice for me. Should I get 6-star princess or wait for Priya? I mean, you should get both. Why not both? Why not both? But you should focus on one of them for sure. Definitely focus on one. Just trying to see where I am with certain characters. Raulito. Okay. I can actually claim S-Class Raulito on my other region now. Can do that. So 180, yeah, 180k is my max too. Like, it's same with food. When you get food over your max, it goes green. Like when you're at 2.766, like I am right now with food, if I try and claim any more, it says you're out of storage. But if I get any from like a mission, it's hard to do now that I'm max level, but there are like missions in here when you're lower level that give food. I don't have any of them, but they do. And it'll top up your food past 2.766. Glad you fixed it. Seems to be smooth here. Yeah, seems good. Like the stream health bar looks okay. It keeps checking for my audio settings and stuff, but everything seems okay. Yeah, 180 is my max. Yeah. How's the social distancing going on over there? I'm not sure. I don't really know. I'm staying at home most of the time. I haven't left my house in like 6 days. Like not even to go to the shops because I got a delivery of foods. Oh no, wait, I went to the shops 2 days ago. But I went quite early, so it was pretty okay for me. It was pretty okay. But in the stores, like, they only allow a certain amount of people inside now. And there's like people, I do notice people are like not trying to walk past people. They wait until people are like, there's space, you know? If someone's like in a section like looking at something, they don't try and stand next to them to look at the same thing. I've noticed this. I mean, it's more for your own health than anything else as well. Just like sort of be smart situation. Okay, we're gonna claim him. We gonna claim him. We gonna claim him. S-Class. Yeah. Kapow! Kapow. Looks good. Get a screenshot of that. So, I've got quite a lot of S-Classes now. I've got quite a lot of S-Classes now. How many have we got? 1, 2. This is the ones that I didn't get from like free events. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4, 5. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Could be worse. His active is worth doing, right? His rush definitely is active as the crosshairs. Is it extra enemy or is it like a line or something like that? Max usage, enemy, +1 on enemy. I think it goes to a line, right? Got a feeling like it goes to a line. Okay, we'll do 3 more. These babies. And we've got 2 of these. Only got a use for those. And we're gonna get him to tier 2 level 1, because you know how I roll with tier 2 level 1 guys. You know how I roll. He has to be 90, right? Yeah, okay. Save changes. Hello? Thank you. I might not actually have, okay. I might not actually have the gear to level them up. I haven't really been claiming anything that's alert based, so I could be way out. Okay, we're not too bad here. What are we going to be on the next tier though? I bet it's bad. Ooh, look at that. I mean, military watches and hand crank readers, that's not a problem because I can get that really easy because I've got loads of those in my... But look at that. Practice dummies. I haven't claimed any. So we are way down. It's my first S-class character that needs them. That's alert. Basically. What does he get here? Is that next cooldown? Up to 2 enemies get crosshairs for 4 turns. Okay, so I've actually got like a reasonable team now that I can build with him. The reason I take Princess is just because she's got such good control, it is always worth taking her. I don't have Jia Feng, so that would be a problem. I think she might be okay. I mean, I kind of need Jia Feng. I need something else to do bleeds, right? That's a good start though. I need something else to do bleeds. Congrats. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Nice. Tech 9s. Yeah. Gonna have to upgrade his Tech 9. I need to take that attack off, though. Oof. Let's see some bleeding vids. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. How's the Heaven Hell event going for everyone? I got a Dylan and load of 3-star trash gear. I haven't pulled anything off the wheel yet. I'm gonna do that in like one big go at the end. Okay. I hit 800k. Okay. Okay. I wish I would have that many S-class characters too. I just gotta grind, man. Gotta grind. I think that's me done though. I'm not really close to any other S-class character by the looks of things. Like, which ones have I already claimed? I've got 1 Heng Yen and another 3,000 cards, so it's actually not too bad for him. I guess the next one I'm going to be going for is probably Mercer in this region as well. Probably. And then after that, I'm probably going to save all my stuff for like Rosita, because I got 1,000 cards of her. I might as well go for Rosita, but it could be ages for them to come around because they've only just hit Lewis. So they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters away from that character being in war crates if she ever goes in war crates. And then there's Rick. I'm just saving my coins for Rick at the moment. So I think that's what I'm going to do though. I'm going to get Rick, and then I'm going to save my coins for Rosita, and then just keep pulling for Rosita, I guess, to get cards of her. What's the deal? Featured offers. This one. I don't have to offer anything. £19 for 420 bahts and 42. This one here. Okay, no. No, it doesn't look like I've got that. Okay. No, it doesn't look like I've got it. I forgot why I have 33% attack on Harrison's rocket launcher. You have a failed upgrade, I guess. S-Princess is crazy OP, claimed her a few days ago, even on tier 2 max she obliterates everything. Yeah, I mean, she could be used off trait. That's how important she is. I want to go for Princess, but getting her cards is... No, it's not. Her cards are the easiest to come by, because any character that's in here and in the war crates are the easiest characters to come by. So I think it's like Guo, Princess, Dayu, and Mercer. These 4 cards are the easiest ones to get because you can get them in multiple sources. These ones are hard to come by now because you can't really get them except in the daily crates. Like, you can't get Prayer in War. Because these are, like, air quotes, old characters. So I just realised I miscalculated my princesses and you got lucky and I won't be done until after war starts. The total value of the offer there, talking about, comes out to 50 Benny total worth of XP for 20 US dollars. Well, 50 Benny and 2 Brady. I mean, that still sounds alright. It's not terrible. But it's going to take up roster space, right? They're not in, like... What's worse, Bide or Payback? Bide. You can do basic attacks for Payback, but you can't do that for Bide. Bide is rush. Like, Bide... A good Bide character can 1v5. Like, quite easily. But that's why you have to get your princesses rolling, guys. Have to get your... No, they're in all bags of 10. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Posted offer on Discord. No, I believe you guys. I believe you guys. Sounds like a decent offer, though. I'd prefer a better event, though, honestly. I just prefer a more, like, engaging event. Oh, I got a new mod. I got a new mod. I actually... It isn't new. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to do that. I definitely didn't mean to do that. My God. It isn't new, but it is, I hate my life. I've obviously not used it on somebody yet. I hate. I don't know how to take out the top line. Oof, go on, Gaia. Mad lads. Absolute mad lads. Okay. Here you go. I'm going to equip it. It's going to go in Erin's hands. Oops. And it's a platinum attack versus strong. Get 51.5% bonus attack versus strong characters. Eren is going to be really, really good once I finally get... I don't think I can get those heads. I'm probably just going to claim the heads. I've got big crates and I've just been leaving them. It's probably better to just get her maxed out, right? The reason I don't think it's worth doing this is because the like head to token ratio is 4 here. Whereas in the 5 ones, it's 2, I believe. Could be wrong. We'll just claim one of these. In the 5 ones, it's 2. I've got more here. Let's see. I'll claim one of these, and then I'll claim these. The reason I claim one of those is because I think I only need one to do a war pull, so yeah. One of these. Okay. Let's go with military watches on these ones. And hand crank radio. Canteen. PS. And we will need Dayu. We need Princess. Okay. Dayu. Yeah, we're gonna leave these ones. Leave these ones. Leave these ones. Okay, I think that's it. Maybe I've got no more red boxes. I'm not sure. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We still need some for Princess. Ooh, just came out of nowhere. I guess we're going for no. Wang Fa now. Cards just that I don't even remember existed. Is that it? I think that's it. That's it. I think this is just all gear now. Right. Okay. Yes. Let's claim some of these. Oh, I think we got too many. I think we got too many. We're gonna be up on the next character though, which is good. Never bad. Okay, I think I can tear her up now when I max her up. Hey, and we've got 3 for the next character too. I can get them to tier 2. I think I'm gonna do a war recruit pool for you guys. Kapoor is great. Nah, I don't think so. Definitely not worth putting the heads on him. Okay, which character should I put on here? I kind of want this guy. I kind of want Sheldon. Alina. Or... I think that's pretty much it. Sheldon or Alina. I mean, I guess I could take Elle, but I'd prefer her as a 5-star if I got her. Sheldon or Alina are the ones I want. Elle, Wayland, Mia, Alina, Wayland, Alina, Sheldon, Mia. Okay, Mia, Wayland, and Elle have 2 each. Sheldon. Boo on Sheldon. Okay, you didn't want Sheldon. Alina. Wayland, Mia. Alina. Okay, I'll put on Alina then. I'll put on Alina 5-star, 6-star version. I'll put on Alina 6-star version. Alina or Sheldon is probably what I want the most. It's gonna be Ivy. Oh no! It's Alina! Oh, we got baited! Oh! We got baited. I was like, damn, we got Ivy, guys. We got Ivy, but I forgot she has a 5-star, she has a bow. She doesn't have a bow even. She has a rifle. Okay, I'm happy there. Oh, we got baited pretty good there. There's a lacerator as well, it's pretty nice. Pretty good. I'm gonna have to use resources to get her to 6-star though, unfortunately. Unfortunate bubble, but I think she could work in certain teams. Can make her really tanky, which is good. I don't think I have any other like side pull. All these other main pulls are my end of month pulls, guys, as you know. I'm gonna do these. I'll do these. The best kind of trolls, right? It got me good. It got me good. Get some trainers out of this. Baited. Yep. Yep. It got me good. Aiden, nice. Nice. I wouldn't mind a Ulysses so I can just max out the active of Raulito. I think there's Ulysses in here, right? Do they have trainers in here for actives? Just like active trainers? Doesn't look like it. Oh no, they do. Trevor, Shirley. 1.5% again, those though. Just use all my coins to do 3 singles on Frost. Bruh. What if you would have got like a 5-star, man? Like, this is just salty. 5-star Frost is like, what are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do? I kind of need to. Do I need Ascendance Medal? I don't think I do. No, I'm good for Ascendance Medals. Because I haven't been ascending characters, like I've made a stance where I do not ascend characters anymore unless they're S-class characters. My Ascendance Medals are just going up. Up and up and up and up, guys, like non-stop. So I might do an Ascendance video in the future where I do like 4 stars to 5 stars again, if they do an update. That's fun. It's expensive, but it's fun. Alien is also good in 5-star. My 5-star arena is pretty solid. My 5-star arena is pretty solid. How long till we can do arena hit? 30 minutes. I should be alright in 5-star arenas. I'll do some league, yeah. Amber's best. I've got Amber. I used her in arenas today. She was not hitting as hard as I remember, man. She was not hitting as hard as I remember. Her rush was hitting for like 1.5k and I was like, wait a sec. Like, it's like nothing. I really like Miyoshi Clutch raids so much. Time with relentless and reviving someone, and as a result my Pete revived her. Hey. Hey. That'd have been super troll to pull Frost. Imagine you got an S-class. I mean, that wouldn't have been as bad because 2 S-class Frosts can be like reasonable. But it's just like, of all the characters. I really don't like Weekday Wars, yeah. Have they updated the 4-star Ascendance tunes? Not yet. Not in a while. I think the last time they updated them was 2 days or 3 days before S-Class Peak came out. Could be wrong. I don't think they've updated Ascendance for ages. When the knives is going to come back, I still didn't upgrade my S-Class tunes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Haven't announced anything yet. 1.5k was good back then. I mean, it would have been more because they would have had less defense, but yeah. It messes up level up tournaments. The struggle is real when you have your princess and you got lucky scavenger missions for another 8 hours and you'll start seeing that 4. Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I've been, like, when you max them out though, I mean, it's pretty good, but yeah, I get you. It's even harder because, like, I've not been putting my princess in You Got Lucky's by herself because I've been needing to use her. So I've only been putting her in there every now and again. Someone in my faction pulled a S-Class Matteo from SC4. Hey, nice. Congrats to them. I still want 5-star Mia so I can be a scumbag in old school. I've got 5-star Mia, I've got 5-star Wayland. I'm just waiting for other people to start using them. Second other people start using them, then that's when I'm going to roll it out. I'm not going to be the scumbag first. Someone else is going to have to. I'm using Erin, Lee, Krista, James, Ivanova for attack boost, and Kelly for command. How do you think I can improve my team? Yeah, look, it sounds good. Sounds good. You haven't really got much control there, though. I would definitely like try and put Princess in that team, even though she's not getting lead bonus. Her normalizes is so important. If you come up against a bide character, you've got no chance. You're going to lose. Unless you can stun them and somehow like debuff them and then one-shot them. It's really hard to do. Same with Payback. Going to have the same issue. War starting in... Wait a sec. War starting in 3.5 hours. Wait, is it 3? Oh, yeah, 3.5 hours. When does the shop update go live? No idea. It's in beta at the moment. I think there were beta issues earlier. That's why I can't show you. I mean, I'm on the beta update still because my shop still looks the same. So the beta server regions are just off. Even the gear economy is rough. I'm running danger lower. A lot of stuff. It's hard, man. Yeah. I don't think it's as bad as it was on the gear front. I don't think Ascendance Medals is as bad as it was. But I think just like the pure like level up grind is hard. Like training 2 stars to level up S classes is hard. And like, I don't even put 2 stars into S class except for that first like tier, because the first tier you can get done, and I did the majority of that with trainers, you saw. But the first tier you can get done with 2s. After that though, oh damn, I can't max out his active, but it doesn't make much difference, I don't think. His active only goes to... I don't think it's worth using more than once, actually. $12 AM GMT. 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours, so it's 1 AM. 1 AM. Any other suggestions? I would say even the 6-star princess is good. The 2,000 collectibles from the dailies. Just her normalize on her active is just going to be so important. And the fact that she has such heavy control is really good. The rest of your team is good though. The rest of your team's good. I don't think you need 3 damage dealers though. You've got 3. So you have to choose between Krista and James. Which one do you want the most? Or you could base it on what, you know, team you're coming up against. Need a faster way to train 3 and 4 stars. Yeah. Or just, I mean, they're not going to change the XP curve for S-class characters. But they could definitely improve certain things there. Like, they changed the XP curve for lower level characters, where the first few tiers were really easy to do. Are you doing the diamond roadmap? Does not exist for me. It's only certain regions that get it. I don't know why, don't know who, don't know what makes it so that your region gets it, but I don't get it. The majority of people aren't getting that roadmap. Very small amount of people are. I've not been able to get 2 stars for like 5 months now. Roster's too far. You need to use your trainers, man. You need to like burn some of your 4 stars. I got rid of a lot of 4 stars and 3 stars. I'm meant to be off work this week, but still going to work. It is a struggle at the moment for sure, especially if you're an essential worker. You need a faster way to train. Oh yeah, I just read that, but I agree. 3 stars for sure. They should just maybe just make it so that the basic training has a chance to give trainers maybe, or the basic trainer has a chance to give 3 stars. I think that would be a better way to do it. Like the ones that normally would give 2 stars, just make it so it has like a 50% chance of giving a 3 star. We've had so many princess cards dropping that I'm close to getting a 2nd princess. Is it worth using a 6-star princess with an S-class princess? Personally, I'd say no. 1 princess is going to be fine. 2 S-class princesses, I mean, I guess it could be good, but it might be a bit overkill. Personally, I can't really think of the space where I'm going to use those. The main thing about princesses are active. Yeah. Did they change War Wheel on beta? I don't know. I haven't checked. I'm also struggling against peak teams. Any chance you could explain the best way to beat tanky teams? Defense down generally is one of the best ways. But heavy hitting blues, which you can get, especially Priya, is a very anti-peak. Rampage is really good against peak teams for the moment. But yeah, the team I'm gunning for to like be like, it will be finally like a finished team for me, is going to be Priya leads, Princess, and Mercer, all S-class characters. I have got Dr. Stevens, so I'll be using, for the moment I'll be using Slater, but eventually I'll be using Rick. But the idea would be to attack with Mercer and Priya first turn, active command my Doc. Mercer and Priya would both get their rushes, and then turn 2 I'd rush with those 2, and then anything that's left alive and not controlled by Mercer, like I'll do Priya's rush with Rampage, and I do Mercer's rush with the stun, and anything that's not controlled at that point I'd control with Princess, and then Princess would rush the next turn. Priya is a must, yeah, Priya is a must. You should have had Priya already, realistically, if you've been playing. She should have been one of your main priority characters. But I've seen a lot of people like go for Arav and stuff, and Arav is great, but like I haven't got something that fully utilizes how Arav works yet. I'm not even using him in behind. I'm using him behind Priya lead at the moment. There's not really, I haven't got really any good leader for him. Like while Ivanova is a good leader, I can't take Ivanova against alert characters. So it's just like, there is no fast tough leader yet. And if there is a fast tough leader, you can start building those sort of teams, but it's not, doesn't exist. Now you could use a 6-star Carl. I did that for a while, but yeah. What's up with your Twitch account? You're gonna start streaming there? I want to start streaming there. I need to like have a set day a week where I'm streaming there every week. Basically, it's my idea. Maybe I'll probably start a little earlier than I do on YouTube, so it might start at like 5 UK time, which is 2 hours earlier than I start on YouTube, and I might stream for like 3 or 4 hours. And that way, if anything does come out in RTS in that time, I can still cover it before I go to bed and not be absolutely smashed. Because half the reason I don't stream is because I need to prioritize RTS content, because that's like I'm a full-time content creator, so I'm like borderline where my time is really important to put in the right place, because basically every bit of my time is my bills getting paid and my mortgage getting paid. So I need to make sure I'm spending my time properly. I'd love to stream on Twitch more often, but I don't even know if it'd be worth the time. You know, I could stream on Twitch 20 hours a week and I could get like no real viewership there. I to get a partner there, I have to have 75 concurrent viewers to get partnership on Twitch. I've got like, what is it? I'm already partnered on YouTube, obviously. That's 1,000 subscribers and the minutes watched. I blast the minutes watched out the water now. it's risky at the moment. I'm not really stable enough. I'd like to be streaming a couple of times a week there, but like I said, it's just, you know. I think if I got up to a certain amount of subscribers, I'm like, if you've got Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime and you're not using it anywhere else, and you want to hit me up on my Twitch, if I had like, I think if I had like 30, 40 subscribers on there, I would be happy enough to move across there to be there a lot more often. That isn't, don't put any money into it though. If you've got Twitch Prime, just hit me up with a Twitch Prime if you're not using it anywhere else. Most of the training grounds is now completely irrelevant. Yeah. With regards to newer shop update, I like it. The coins, general and supply depot, temperature too small. Yeah, it does seem a bit like condensed, and I'm using a PC and a 21-inch monitor. I can only imagine what it's like on a little tiny phone, man. I've been using my Cole with my S-Class Princess. I can't tell you how much of a game changer controlling things is. Yeah. Yep. But hold the phone, use a command. Sick. Yeah, Rampage, you have to have some control first turn. Have to, because you give away so much AP. Like when I first got Rampage, I tested out some attacks and I was just like, 3 people were getting their rushes first turn, basically. Because I didn't have enough damage to kill people, and it was enough damage to give them their rushes, but not anymore. Not anymore, it's not a problem now. I finally have my first Priya ascended and have a Mercer maxed as a 5-star, but I have no 5 stars to ascend him. Focus on one S-Class character at a time. Just one. Like, your number 1 should be like X, and your number 2 should be Y. So if X isn't available in a crate, you get Y. But the priority should be one that's in a daily crate, because you can get them every day. Is maxed Elodie a good tune? She's okay. She's not really good for raids or anything anymore. Like defense team, she'll get obliterated. Diamond Road map box has 6-star cinema tunes like Fast Marlon Rosie, Season 1, League Zeke, Strong Princess, Alert Davy, Tough Negan, Bleed, and Strong John. Strong John. Yeah, it sounds interesting. I don't think any of them are really that useful. None of them, like, there's no good. Like, if there was one of them was a Guardian 2, I'd say instantly the Guardian 2 is the most worthwhile one there, just because you can use it in like SR and still be okay. How come I don't see beta regions anymore? I'm not sure. There was an issue earlier. They could have just taken them offline because of that. Why are people still playing this game? Such a money grab, extreme pay to win from back in vanilla when it was okay. It's better now character-wise than it ever has been. Take it from someone who's been playing the game the whole time. There are certain things in this game that still definitely need improvements, but in terms of getting characters, it's the best it's been. You know, better than the 6-star era, better than the 5-star era. The only reason the 5-star era was okay is because they started giving out characters in events and stuff, so it seemed okay. But the 5-star era had a massive issue, like with war reward characters, where they were like exclusives. And it basically meant the people who like paid the most got these exclusive characters, which were much more powerful than characters they gave out otherwise. Like Command Maggie was in there, right? And people use her now in 5-star arenas, but back in the day she was immense. She was so good. I'm a beta tester. The game is addicting. I mean, I guess some people can get addicted to certain elements of the game for sure. It's a fun game and the community is awesome. Yeah, I mean, in terms of money grabbing, it's a mobile game, so it kind of comes with the territory, unfortunately. But their events have gone a little downhill. They're only like, it's like 1 in 4 events is okay. That's a big issue. I like how your Discord gives me notifications when your new content is up. When I realised that on YouTube I didn't have notifications on. Yeah, some people have notifications on my YouTube channel, so they have like the bell turned on, but they don't have notifications turned on their phone for YouTube, so they won't get the notifications. And I can see that. I can actually see. I can't see who does and doesn't, but I can see like of my 10,000 subscribers, nearly 3,500 have notifications turned on, and then of those 3,500, 2,000 actually get notifications sent through to them because they don't have it. They have it turned on their phone as well. So, you know, I can see the amount of people that get my notifications. Will Arav be good to go with Aaron? I guess. I mean, I guess he's gonna get a defense bonus. Arav can hit really hard without a lead bonus, because like I've said this before, but when you've got a hard-hitting character on a defense team, they don't need an attacking leader because they're coming up against characters that don't have any defense. You know, an attacking Priya or an attacking anybody generally isn't very tanky, generally. Right, so they'll just get destroyed. It won't be too much of an issue. As long as you make him go off fast. Arav can't rush turn 3 on a defense team. He'll be probably taken out before that because he's so dangerous. If he's rushing turn 1 or 2, that's when it's a problem. Like naturally, not like hoping to get a follow-up, basically. Like, Arav's follow-up is only good with his rush. His basic attack follow-up is actually useless. He barely ever gets a follow-up for me on basic attacks. Whereas if you compare him to someone like Amber, right? Amber used to get huge amounts of follow-up on her basic attack just because her weapon was just so good. Like her weapon was like hitting someone for 150% rush, which isn't that much, but it's on a basic attack. It was really good. She could do a lot of damage on a basic, so she could get a follow-up on a basic attack quite easily. You know, very different characters. Whereas Arav's rush is almost definitely going to kill somebody if he's getting leader bonus and he's got, you know, good mods. If he's geared out offensively, he's going to almost definitely kill somebody. So that follow-up's going to come into use a lot. What trait has the best weapon win in your opinion? Weapons? You mean like upgrades? You mean upgrades? Probably still tough. Probably still tough. I think the ones they got for the tier 4 third slot are quite nice. Like elusive impair is pretty nice. The double attack boost is quite nice. Like they already had pretty good ones from the like, because they have impair on attack, impair on defense, double attack. Like they had 3 decent ones, or like 3 good ones, you could say. But they're the ones for the 4th slot that they've got. Rampage. They also have the bonus HP one is quite nice. Can't remember any others. They have, there we go, there's Rampage. And then they get Daze on defense. That's okay, but I think Man on the Moon actually, you know, said something recently and it made me think about it a bit more. Like the majority of characters that you gear for crit don't actually have good active skills. Like the people who'd want to stop from doing their actives are not going to hit crits too often. Any character can hit a crit though, but it's just not likely to happen on certain characters. Maiming shot is not great, in my opinion. But I like this one. I like the bonus HP one. Because if you have like 3 characters on a defense team that are tough, you're going to get 15% bonus HP a turn to 2 people. And I think if you have 2 people with this, it stacks as well. It's quite nice. Anyone else have any problems logging in today? Content to error. Someone was saying it earlier. You might have to just free up a little bit of space on your device. Sometimes that can fix it. Did you do anything special with Arav's weapon? Not really. I went actually kind of weird on Arav's weapon. I think a lot of people will see it and just be like, why you did that? Where I didn't upgrade his AP because he doesn't really need it. Once he gets his rush, I see Arav's base weapon as a good SR weapon, right? Where if I want to make him a proper good weapon, I probably wouldn't have this weapon. I'd probably give him like Michonne's Wakizashi or something like that, where he's going to get his rush off a bit quicker. So yeah, I mean, it is 5-star. I'm not sure what I do. I think I do like the 10% rush damage in that slot, in the 4th slot, and then 55% attack. But it's so hard to get 10% rush damage because you have to not crit. My one premier is also Raulito. Okay. I would generally recommend focusing on Priya as the premier you want to go for. I've been much more successful with Erin as a leader, but can't wait until I have S-Class Rick to swap in for Mon and Rosie. Princess will go into the team soon too. Yep, that sounds pretty good. What are the other characters? Do you have, I guess you have one of James and Krista, or do you have both of them or two of one of them? And my one premier tune is Raulito. I only have Pete. I chose James and Angel. All free to play S-Class minus Krista. Who should I go for next? I have Priya. I would say Priya, yeah. Just because you can literally build a team with Priya as a lead, and she's just, if you've got a damage dealer as a leader, it sort of like doubles up as something great. This is the issue I'm finding with Ivanova, right? She doesn't really do much as a leader except be a support character, and I don't really have the damage dealers to go around her. Like, I mean, I do have Arav, that's great. James is not really doing much for me. I guess he's not maxed out. I don't know. I just lack that something, and that something is basically Princess. Whereas if I took this team with Erin, it's pretty much the same, but I could just do that instead, and that will work so much nicer, right? So much nicer. Just because the biggest problem I've got when it comes with using a team like this against like a Lao Po, I started to see some Rositas. And Rosita's horrible unless you have normalized. Rosita is horrible. Let's try and find an actual like many defense team. They're quite hard to find. In War there is a few, but searching is mainly Mercers and Pete's, because they are just the more like meta characters. But you need to start building a team that's going to be able to take care of Lao Po teams, because the odd Lao Po team that comes up that's strong, that's really dangerous, Erin's going to be able to deal with really nicely. It's hard to find them. It's hard to find them. When I made my guide video about her, I legit had to spend like over $1 million food to find one. It was just, I couldn't find Lao Po at all. It was crazy. That's what I'm going for, my Frost. What, the 5% bonus HP? Yeah, I think it's a good idea. No one has Raulito builds out there. I mean, I will soon. I literally claimed the Raulito today. I claimed my S-Class Raulito today. Look. Alright, got him up to tier. So expect this probably by the end of the week. There'll be a Raulito video. Just FYI. It's only going to be a basic build video. It's not going to be like an end game video. Just my ideas of where to go, what to mod, how to mod him, that sort of thing. But it should be by the end of the week. Come on, give us a melee team. It's like everything's like Pete, Mercer, and Angel. The odd Raulito. Like we've seen Raulito more than Lao Po. What do you guys think about this? I was actually thinking about this. In leagues, right? In leagues. What if they had one of the returning ascendables be like Lao Po as a 5-star? Do you think that would be a good thing to do? Because it's still a 5-star. You still have to rank it up to 6-star. But you're getting 20% of an S-Class character. Like, Tai is great, it's fun, cool. LLD, same sort of situation, cool. Xander's useful to a certain extent. But realistically, yeah, I think they probably need to put one of these 5-stars need to be an old S-Class character that's a 5-star. Why do that if you can only get 2 off each tune? I have Priya on the way with Priya, Raulito, Pete, 2 more. Priya, like Command, and I would say Princess is a good one. Command and Princess. There's something like that, but it's for alert and gives 10% health. That's a fast. The one you're talking about, Victor, I think is 10% defense. Wang Fa is also a really good character as a 6-star as well. 2,000 collectibles. He can work really well just because your kills stay down. Be more specific or they'll give us a 5-star Pete. Basically, I think any of the ones that we're not seeing in the war crates right now as 5 stars would be good. So like Heng Yen. Basically, I don't think they'll give us Priya. I mean, they could, but Priya would be a really good one because that's 4,000 collectibles. But like Heng Yen, Lao Po, Guo, maybe not Guo, Arav. But I would say probably Lao Po because you don't see enough of her. And I think people just see it as a massive investment, whereas if you could just get one, people would go for it. What's up, Carlos? It's going okay, I guess. It's going okay. Every day seems like it's the same day for me at the moment. Like every day, every single day is the same day. The only reason I realize what day it is because I do live streams. That's it. Like, I'm like, damn, wait, it's Thursday, or like, damn, it's Thursday tomorrow. You know, that's literally the only reason I know what day it is. I see Lao Po quite a bit in what, but versus Pete, you know, versus Mercer, much less, right? Much less. Okay, where was the team I just did? Legit. Oh my god, we found one. So like, imagine this is it. This is the team. You're coming up against this team, and I'm screwed unless I have Princess. Like legit, I'm in trouble unless I have Princess here. Because what can I do against such? I can't remember the quote down. But the only way I can really beat this is with Princess, right? And even then, is that the S-Class version though? And even then I might not, because if this taunts Lao Po, it's still a risky one. Yeah, there we go. I mean, I guess I can basic attack her down now. Or like I can just hit the middle. I can't rush still. I can't rush. We'll confuse it. I mean, maybe I can rush. Is she S-Class? Okay, I can rush her. Ooh. See, I'm okay. Everything's okay. But I can like take out the top character here if I want to. Just because these damn things are really annoying. Even at 6 stars. Even at 6 stars. But with normalize, you can rush those characters. So it's all good. Also, I just sort of thought about this. It's a shame you can't get multiple runes on one drop. That would make the game a little bit better, the event. If you could get like 3 runes. They up the amount of runes you can get, maybe, aren't they? And the runes, just the situation is terrible for me. I'm hitting like 50 odd in both regions. 53. I've got quite a bit more of the heaven runes in this region. But, I mean, I think I'm going to be lucky if I hit 60 heaven runes, honestly. And that pretty much means I'm only going to get 11 pulls on the stash. 11. Out of 50, you know. Having to pay to complete an event now. Paying for excess, absolutely fine. Paying to complete the event, nah, man, nah. Okay, we've got some territories. What we got? Nice level ups. Okay, I might actually level up something. Because I need... How much do I need? 180k-ish. 53. 80. 120. 120. I should need 60k more. This is where it starts to get annoying with the food. There we go. Like it's really everything. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to. I don't think it's terrible. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to. 55 more K. Not even one level. I'm saying 2 stars on S-class characters. Now I get 7k though. 7k points. Okay, I think that's us done. Yes. What did we get for that? A couple of trainers. Not much has changed for me because I work at an assisted living facility and wearing a mask and gloves everywhere. Okay. I mean, not much has changed for me either, except I literally cannot leave. I mean, I can leave the house, but I'm not leaving the house. I would normally be going for walks and stuff now. I'm probably going to start going for walks on a regular basis. I've got a park quite near me. That's not like a kids park or anything, so it's like it's a hiking park. So I've not got much chance of running into people, which is a good benefit and a bonus. I spent over a year not knowing what day it is. I mean, I just feel like I'm in one room constantly at the moment. I should probably like start reading a book for like half an hour a day or something, and going into another room in my house. Because the worst bit, this is the worst situation I'm in, right? About a month, not even a month, like 2 weeks before the lockdown or like this started really kicking off, I moved my bed into my computer room so that I could free up my bedroom because it was going to get renovated. Obviously that's not happening now. I haven't moved my bed back into that room because I don't want to move it back in to move it back out, but I'm just like in one room on everything, sleeping, working, gaming. I just feel like I'm in a really small place when my house is pretty big. I just really boiled myself down to one room right now. I think I just need to get out of the room. Just chill out in another room for a little bit. I've got a brand new mattress as well for my new bed that's meant to be getting done. Just in another room. Life's on hold at the moment for everybody. Well, the people lucky enough. Now that she's in walk rates. Yeah, I mean she's in dailies as well. That's definitely the way to go. You know, I'd say even a 6-star, 2,000 cards is worth. Pete is a wimp if you have the right control. Now I have Princess, he's gone turn 3 to 4. I think most people should probably put Taunt and Stun Resist on Pete though. And then they'll run into problems when they get rushed by Priya, but I've seen some really tanky Petes. I've seen some really tanky Petes. I don't think Princess really does much for Pete, except just stops him from rushing, obviously. Her main thing is to normalize, in my opinion. Hi, look, what do you think about the drop rate of the runes? Terrible. It seems to be like 15 to 20%. It's absolutely horrendous. It should be like 30 to 40% in my opinion. You know, if it's like 60 to 80% in war, that's the only way they could bring it back. The only way they could bring it back. If it's still 15 to 20% in war, then it's literally like one can won't even guarantee you. You should be getting like 2 to 3 runes out of every can, in my opinion, in war. Cameron is awesome. Cameron Taunt is awesome. He's okay. Like, you can counter him too easily now though, and he's got such low HP. He sacrifices too much defense for HP. We all paid a few quid during. I actually got Princess. What I got out of Princess, I got for free. I grinded really hard in that. I did use a lot of tickets though, and I'd be happy to do the same in this current event, but it doesn't seem very worthwhile. It looks like 5-star arena is about to pop. Okay. However, I think they are trying to force a meta change with Dylan. He's not amazing right now. I don't think. I think Jackie will force a meta change more. Dylan's like a weird character. He's not like super amazing, but they're making him very hard to get. Maybe make a free pool. Make a pool for that will. The event will. Nope. I'm saving my tokens. What's up, GB? How's it going, man? Pete isn't aging very well. His days are numbered, in my opinion. I mean, he's a leader. That's what he brings to the table, right? He brings defense and HP and AP on defense for a lot of characters. But him as an actual character, he has to have a stun gun now. If he's that bonus HP one, it's like freebie for me. Proper freebie. Let's find the Pete leads. If it's the bonus HP, like this is okay. Stun gun. 40% attack though. He's got no AP. Buddy. Not sure about that. He's got no AP. So baffled right now. Yeah, gosh. And then we'll load up. Rushing is so different when you don't have an AP leader. Watching got Dr. Stevens. But that Pete was okay because I couldn't focus him, but I could focus everybody else. Might just do the wheel and take the RNG. I mean, you definitely can get one Dylan. That's about it. This one Dylan here is quite easy to come by. 75 Hell Runes and 10 Heaven. I think you need for it. I think it's 10 Heaven. No, 5 Heaven. Maybe 8. I'm not sure. You only need 2 Heaven keys for it, basically. The first Dylan's quite easy to come by. The second Dylan you have to pay for. This open the hell will 125 times. You actually cannot do that without buying stuff. So instantly these missions become worse than the Princess event, because both of them could be attained by playing the game, whereas you can't do that now. Even if you got lucky with drops, you grinded all the cans, you got all the way up here to 300 Hell Runes, you wouldn't have enough pulls. You can only do 50 pulls from that. So that second Dylan's pay to win. So the second Dylan you have to rely on RNG to get off the wheel, basically. And I think it's like 1%. Yeah, 1% chance. So, I mean, you could get him. It's better chance than getting a promo, but it's still really low. And then you've got this stash, which I originally thought could be okay because you could get 50 pulls on it, and I counted the amount of stuff that is Dylan is 30, so the minimum you would get off him is 10 of his card pulls. So the minimum you get is, you know, what's that, 1,000 cards, yeah? But you're not going to get 50 pulls on this. You're going to be lucky if you get 20 pulls on this. So, yeah, you're going to be really lucky if you get 20 pulls on this, unfortunately. They've been really stingy on the rune drops. They must realize it as well. No, this is from like 300 raids, and I've got 50. That was like 7 point whatever K in a raid tournament. 300 raids gives me 50. Calculated it to be around about 1,500 to 1,800 raids you had to do. Natural energy, you can do 400 to 450 raids, so you'd have to can for about 1,400 raids. It's crazy. Crazy. Which obviously is what? How many cans is that? 100, 200, like 250 or so? 300? 300 cans. Whoever's in charge of the calculations is not really... They're like putting an extra 0 on by accident or something. Easily done, but... I mean, yeah. They definitely can fix this midway through the event if they wanted to. They could tweak the drop rates a little bit. I did 300 raids and only got 13 hell runes, that's what I mean. It's because it's RNG. Yeah, got not much chance. What's up, Caleb? Sorry I didn't see you. Just realised I haven't played since, I don't know, 1.5 years. Have they still not expanded your town from level 10? It's level 20. The town's level 20. Does a drop lead help with raid drops? Supposedly, but if it does help at all, it would be really low. Like, because it's only going to be a 20% increase at max with the large leaders, I think. You're going to be looking at like a single-digit percentage increase, and it's not going to be more than 5%, you know? But if it makes any difference, that's why I'm taking it. It's impossible to gauge. Supposedly one of the developers said it does, but it's impossible to gauge because it's going to be such a low improvement. It may not even be worth it, you know? Especially if you find yourself losing raids. It's better to consistently win. I just pulled the Dylan off the whole wheel. Hey, congrats! If you pull him off the wheel, that's where you get. That's it. It's RNG this event basically. They said it was going to be like Princess event. It's not, unfortunately. This is a massive step down. I thought the Princess event was okay. Maybe not the system of actually getting what you needed to get, but the way the missions worked was nice. The way the missions work in this is not, because there's definite ones that you can't do without dropping shit. And I'm in like massive amount of money to get 75 extra pulls on top of the ones that you can get from the missions. Is going to take, you know, hundreds of dollars. So that second 5-star ascendable, I think they might have meant to have had it at like 25 pulls, not 125 pulls. Again, we don't, because they've made so many errors, we don't know if this is them intentionally making it bad or they've made another error. Depending on how many drops in war. Yeah, it comes down to war, really. If the war drops a really bad percentage, I mean, I'd say it's a bad event even if the war drops are good. But if the war drops aren't good, like, then this event is a dud. It's not as quickly as a throwaway event as the last event was, though. Unfortunately, I'd actually prefer to just say, okay, I'm done, and just not do it. Because that was quite nice with the Whisper event. I had a couple of weeks off not doing an event. Whereas this one is like, you still got to do stuff to get a reasonable minimum. I had just transferred, and before I made it, I made sure to claim my first one before I moved. I don't think, does it change? I don't think it makes a difference. Your missions don't reset, I don't think. I know if it's off topic. I know it's off topic, but has anyone watched the new Mr. Moon video? No. No. I don't know why, but Mateo active skill doesn't work for me with infection. Yeah, I saw some videos and some stuff where it's healing people instead of... Like, it's healing himself instead of infecting people or something. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I did 300 raids, yeah. Town Hall I meant. Town Hall is level 20, yeah. Outlast makes it a 2-turn win in arenas. Yeah, you can't turn one if they start using stuff like that. Totally agree. Look, they definitely need to fix the drop rates and perhaps increase some new drops in other areas again. Yeah, they should maybe do some roadmaps with something. I don't know. They could definitely. No, generally, I've said this. A lot of events that have been failures, they could definitely save this event. What was the event where they had to do that? Like they kind of forced themselves into a position where they had to save it. Marlon and Rosie event, because they messed up the event so badly with the bandanas just being people already having them. They had to make a secondary collection for people to spend the stuff that they grind for to make it actually worthwhile. That was actually a pretty decent event. That went from like an average event to a decent one. They could definitely do that again. They could definitely do that again. Like, they could just change something. Wouldn't have to, like, add a roadmap, like you say. They could do a daily roadmap that lasts 24 hours. That gives, like, a guaranteed, like, 5 runes a day. Or something like that. Maybe it costs, I don't know, 50 to 60 energy. So a reasonable amount of energy still. Just for 5 runes. Or, like, 3 runes or something. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. And then maybe you could get, like, a chance to have a rune drop on one of the stages. And you could try and farm it for 10 energy. Definitely could save the event. They generally can save events that are bad, but a lot of the time they're just like, I can't, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. And I think that the aim is they want people to just pay their way out of the event. But I've said this a lot in the past where it's just like that creates buyer's regret. People don't want to have their hand forced into spending, and you've lost a lot of people. Buyer's regret. A daily room, yeah, exactly. The funny thing is that they put 999 possible claims of hell tokens in the museum. Yeah, people aren't even going to be able to get 25. Like, I don't get it. Unless they buy the stuff, they're not going to be able to get like 25. Are they able to do only 2 claims? Yeah, that's what I mean. Even if you get the 300 runes, that's only 50. You still need another 25 keys to make those runes that you've already got worthwhile. I would maybe spend then. If I hit the 300, all the keys that are in the offers are worthwhile for me. You know? So that's when I could potentially spend. I'm not going to spend when I can't even hit the top level of runes. What's the point? Missions do change when you transfer. Everything resets, including the weekly comics, I think. But the missions for the event does reset. Ah, okay, okay. But does your progress reset as well, I guess? Or do you like carry over the runes still? I hope war drops a decent amount, but I doubt it because everyone is going to war a ton because of lockdowns. So they'll nerf the drop rate. I mean, they nerf it lower than it is right now, that would be even worse. It seems to be at like a 15 to 20% drop rate at the moment, which is really, really low. Perhaps the Heaven and Hell tokens will be available on a rolling basis. I mean, maybe, but it's doubtful. I honestly think they just messed up a couple of areas in the event, and we just don't know whether they've messed it up now. It's hard to know if they messed it up or not. I mean, other than the other obvious, like, we think the drop rates are low, but I think the 125 pulls is not meant to be 125. I think it's meant to be like 25, because 125 is actually kind of undoable. They aren't even spending enough. They aren't even selling enough keys for it to be doable. So I don't understand at all. Progress resets too. Okay. So it could actually be a negative, except for getting that first Dylan, it could be a negative. I mean, I guess that's pretty much all you can hope for anyway, is those 2 Dylans. Yeah, we're going to do 5-star arenas. Hopefully we don't come up against any annoying teams. Hopefully we get... I mean, hopefully they buff the heaven drops, because the heaven drops are the worst. We're complaining about hell drops right now, but that's because we're farming the most. Heaven drops are horrendous, because you just do so few attacks in arenas compared to raids. Like, I can do like 20 natural raids a day. Maybe not 20 natural. I mean, I can do, what, 6 when I wake up, 6 during the day, and probably another 6 before bed. So like nearly 20. But you can do 5 in here. There's 5 attacks. It's endurance. No scumbags. Oh no, what's happened? My own fault. I'm too good. Should have actually done on Rosita. I didn't think I'd wreck him that hard. Okay, we'll do the outside bleeding. That's good. Who's tanky? Him. Basically all drops suck in this event, yeah. I mean, I've done 2 here. It should be closer to 50%, I think. Just, you know, in terms of reality of actually being able to get stuff done. A few Jackies in 5-star arena. Oof. Oh, we get a heaven rune. Oh my god. Oh my god. Perhaps someone can speak to Mr. Texas and see what he can put something together. Shouldn't be too much work for existing host. They're not going to change anything with the event. They've only ever done it. The only reason they did it with that event that I said, the Marlon Rosie one, is because I'm pretty sure like people would spent on it, and other people. It was basically a gate, you know. So they wanted to fix it that way. What the opinion will be is basically like people will just have to spend their way out of trouble, and they don't care about that. That's good for Scopely. think I'm in trouble now. I think I'm in a little bit of trouble. 1 second. Apparently I don't have any Rositas. I can only pull 100 now, that's kind of annoying. You know, I might only want to pull 10. I guess we can here. So hard to find a character still. I had to get Rosita basically. Just looking through these teams, there's a Wang Father. Making sure I got no certain teams. Skylar, yes, she's the heaviest hitting character. GB, look, she's the heaviest hitting 5-star. Look at that, 525%. She has the heaviest hitting rush, and I haven't even got the best potential weapon I can get on her. I can get a better weapon than this, where she hits harder. Like, she doesn't need stun on attack, obviously. So if I make a specific weapon for her, could be really nice. In a choice box, what is the white flag for? It was a bug, I think. It was meant to be Davy in there, I believe. Well, someone has. Okay, no. Okay, let's weaken this dude. Let's debuff her. She has quite a lot of defense. I'm going to do trait damage against interest. Okay. I used to use that back in the day for the attack buff. I actually have a bonus attack green weapon. Might try something. Yep, definitely would. You need to have Eugene though, because she doesn't get enough AP otherwise. Unless they bring out like a 20% AP to self green weapon, which I doubt they're going to do, because there is, you know, potential green characters that could utilize that really nicely. Oh, this is a really tanky team. Everyone's got over 1,000 defense nearly. I'm gonna have to let these guys down here a little bit. $81 tickets, yeah. I hate endurance old school. Yeah, having depth on 5 stars is hard, I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Hithme? Morning. Morning to you. Defensive team again. Okay, wait, OP down. Okay, who else was the tanky? Was it her? Kind of, yeah. Don't think I'm gonna kill Rick. Oh dear. Why not using the best team? Michonne, lead, Victor, come on, Jesus, and another command. Why is that the best team? I don't understand why you think that's the best. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to hold on to a command now, because I'm gonna start losing commands. I got 2 attacks in with Skylar, that's not bad. Someone used the ×5, or maybe even ×10. Skylar's days are over. We're gonna bring in Victor. And where is she? She low level? Guess she is low level. Oh no, she's maxed. Oh, it's because I did it in like order of attack. Okay. Here I need less special, like less AP weapons, so it's pretty decent. I think I only need 3. But I'll take 4 just to be sure. Take Clem's shotgun. Yeah. Okay. Hit all these teams are okay. It's stun and impale on every single one of these guys. Gotta hope. 57% stun resist as well. I think I will take him out. That's why this team falls apart. At least it was the first team. Lowest multiplier. Kind of strange it was the first team, to be fair. I was going to collect some coins from my minis, but they haven't appeared yet. I was only able to get them from my main, so does this happen often? What coins? From what though? Coins from what? Anything in particular? Chance to impair on attack. Last week I won my leagues, old school, in the last 10 minutes with only 1 entry. Yeah, I mean, that's how domination works, right? You get lucky. I've done that a couple of times myself. I think I had a man on the moon message me one time about not just coming in and sniping him, basically. And I came in and I literally hit 2nd place and he was in 1st. That was very funny. The best turn 1. What makes it the best though? Like, there has to be a reason. Most damage. Like, this is doing less damage than my Skylar team. Just FYI, my Skylar's hitting for 8k. She's hitting for 3. You know, I need less 8% weapons, but she's doing less damage. could be in trouble now, because I think I need 3 fast characters. I'm not 100% certain. It's crazy wearing glasses again. Have I not got that Michonne on this region? My god, I do not. That's a shame. She's an awesome lead. Yeah, good. Well, we could take Mac anyway. I think I only need 3, sorry. A little bit of a risk. I'm pretty sure I only need 3. Very large leader. Yeah, we're good. Okay. All these teams seem okay. I made this is the one I made a mistake on before. No, I meant I claimed League rewards in my main and then beta was gone when I was going to get some coins for challenges on beta. Right, yeah. I mean, I have the same issue. I've got like 300 coins of beta rewards, which I do not have access to right now. So I mean, they might bring it back, they might not. Who knows? All blue 5-star team: Lee, Rick, Spencer, Michonne, and Priya, Princess. Turn 2, 3 for me in 5-star arenas. You want to try and get AP game teams in the mix if you can, just because the faster you win, the more points you get. It's going to become much harder to do in the future though. Like the team I'm using right here might be a team of the past, and in 3 months I don't think I'll be able to use a team like this, because there'll be like Waylands on defense and you can't turn 1 Waylands, you know. Like, so it tells you your breakdown of your points. Base score, I got 11k, then a streak bonus 4.4k extra, and then the amount of turns I did it in 5.4k extra. So the biggest bonus I got was turns. Yeah? And in total was 21.172. Oh, okay, good. Kinda don't want to attack the middle character. Oh, I don't want to attack that. Oh, oh my god. What does she do? Okay, she just damages and cleanses. I can't believe I killed her with just his rush. Five-star payback Shiva. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. I mean, I've got one ready for when other people start doing it. I'll start doing it. You know. I mean, look. You got 5-star Zachary's now. Like, you know. Is it all 5-star weapons as well? 2 5-star weapons there. It's a joke. I'm actually gonna do this first because if this collapses, I could be in trouble. I wasn't sure if I could kill her. She was quite tanky. Sorry, from League's lock, I was only collecting coins from my main, but I'm doing it up there. Leagues, you can only get in one region. You can only get League coins from one region. Don't know if I've got another leader, to be honest. I don't actually need it to be... See, I'd like to be able to make my team before I went in, to make sure I could make my team. Now I have to spend a ticket, then find out if I can make a team. You know, that's not a good, like, that's a bad, like, experience. Fortunately, it's only a ticket to find out, but that shouldn't be the case, right? Like, basically, I have to kind of do it right now. Oops. Specialist. I have to kind of do it like right now. I've got too far, so I know who I can lose. Not a problem. But the leader issue, I wish I could find out easily who's got a leader. But that these guys can take advantage of rather than have to scroll through and just be like, yeah, that character can take advantage. I mean, I've got SR Zeke. I'll do SR Zeke. Where is he? No attack boost though. No attack boost. Okay. So basically, like, I did some league, did some raids, arenas from the other minis, so that I could get coins, but when I check them, it's not there. You can only get coins from leagues in one region. You can get arena coins in other regions, you just can only get it from leagues in one region. I get arena coins from both regions every week, but I can only get leagues from whichever one I place in the highest. If I'm not placing in either, I have another region generally that I just try and get up a little bit. Another rune. I didn't check the teams. Looks okay though. No dodgy characters, which is good. AP down, leading. Saving my war tokens though, this will be worth it. I got Alina off it earlier. I did a pull on stream. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that one. Better chance to make a second attack. SAP. Oh no, I could kill him. Okay, good. Oh. Forgot about her. Oh, Zeke coming in! With the big overhead, that 40% attack boost on his weapon is coming. Swinging for the fences. That's what I like to see, Zeke. That's what I like to see. Okay. Screw this. Any tricks to pulling? Had 17 pulls of Rick, got 145 cards, then had 12 pulls for Frost last night and nothing. Don't pull one at a time. The trick is to pull 10s, 40s, that's it, nothing else. Because you spend more coins by doing these extra 1 pulls. You know? For a 10 pull you get, I think, you get 1 and a bit pulls for free. For a 40 pull I think you get like 7 pulls for free. Right? Alina, she's really good luck. That focus bow is definitely underappreciated. Yeah, I think there's a... I mean, I pulled it in the region Actually, I don't think I did. I'm trying to get Wang Far in that region anyway now, so it's all good. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy enough. Kate, get wrecked. Yeah. I'm in the tough bucket. Pulled for Holly first promo. Got the 6-star. Pulled for Elena. Got the 5-star. The tough bucket. I was like, yeah, that is not a tough bucket. That seems like a pretty easy one. I think I'm done now. I don't think I've got anyone to go to now. Yeah, I think I'm done. We've got a few hits in. I think I did 5 hits there, right? I didn't lose a single attack. Got 25 attacks, guys. 25 attacks. We did get a heaven key. I was on 15, I think. Oh no, I was on 9. So I got 4 keys from 25 attacks. Just doesn't seem good. It doesn't seem good. Yeah? Considering you need to get 210. So if 25 attacks gets me 4, that's how much of a percentage is that? It's going to be, no, that can't be right. No, that can't be right. That's less than 20%, but I can't get the exact percentage. Can't remember how to do calculations. I'm so bad at maths now. Wasn't it 25 divided by 100? 25 divided by 100. And 1.25 times 4. No, that can't be right. It's 5%. I can't remember. Tough trait. Yeah, I was gonna say, but the drop rate isn't good enough. Like basically, let's just say it was 20%, right? That was the 20%. 210 times 5. They expect 1,050 hits. I just got 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the drop rate is 20%. I'm pretty sure the drop rate is 20%. It goes between 15 and 20% quite regularly, so I would say it's probably 20%. You need to do around about 1,000 attacks in arenas. Just seems a bit much. And naturally, you can do 25 a week. So minus, let's say, how many weeks is this event? 3 weeks? Minus 75. And then divide that by 5. So they expect you to spend 195 tickets. This can't be proper. They can't have calculated this properly. There's no way they can calculate this properly. There's no way they can expect people to spend 195 tickets. Surely not. Like, they must have messed up. Like, they must have. There's no defending this. There's literally nothing that you can do. The drop rate is too low. There's no other way to get them except for drops, right? So it isn't like you can get them elsewhere and then get in here like bonus ones. This is it. You can only get heaven runes in here except for spending. And then even in here, when they do the featured thing, like the hell bag and the thing, you get 3. Well, you get 1 for 100 coins. And we already calculated that to be like 30,000 coins to get the hell runes that you needed. Like, That's mad. It's mad. Let's spend the excess. Had 15 raids in a row, got 3 hell runes. Yeah, I mean, it's around about 20%. You know? So from every 15, you'll generally get 3. Generally. Sometimes you'll get unlucky. Sometimes you'll get lucky. Sometimes you could get like 6 there. Sometimes you could get 1 or none. You know, I had a really bad streak when the event started. That's why you see me using a drop leader, because it's been said that a drop leader can make a difference. Even if it makes like a, you know, a 1% overall difference or a 2% overall difference, it's worth taking to just try and get a couple more. Unless you haven't got a good enough team to roll a drop leads. And the big issue there would be like, you're going to be losing raids like more often. So you might as well not take a drop lead. Lucky I don't. I mean, it's not even a gamble at this point. It's unachievable. No one's got that many tickets without buying them. And this should be like the free-to-play portion of the event. There's no free-to-play portion of this event anymore. And they used to have free-to-play parts of events. This just has not got any free-to-play parts of this event. Whisperers event, exactly the same situation. 58 hell runes. But you did a lot of raids, right? In the event. In the raid tournament. You did more than me, and I did 200 and something. I've actually got level ups. I might just level up a little bit. Who should I level up? I think I'll level up him. I'm pretty close to getting him as S-class now. Don't know how close, but pretty close. You did one more raid than me. I'll check how many I've got in the other region. I think I did less in this region. Let me see what I did in this region. I did 172 in this region. And I probably did like 30 natural at least. So I've done 200 at least. I think I've got 50 drops here. 51. My roster's full. How? Did I already claim characters? Oh, it's because... No, where did all these 3 stars come from? Oh. I did the 100 pull on the basic token well, didn't I? Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay, need 60k more. And we done here. Has anyone got one 5-star Dylan from the missions without spending a tenner on the keys offer? I mean, I'm close-ish. I need 24 more keys, sorry, 26. 24 more. Yeah, what am I at now? Did I just hit it? Yeah, 110. Awesome. Awesome, okay. Let's see when I've got my other region. You open basic tokens? Yeah, I did. What's the war? The war starts in 2 hours? 3 hours? 3 hours? 3 hours? 3 hours? 2 hours? 3 hours? I want to say 3 hours. I want to say 3 hours. 10 minutes. No. 1 second. 8 hours. Yeah, it's going to start in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Sorry. I've actually got Cali time on my thing. Cali time is 14:51 right now. Because, yeah, that's the time of scope, please. So, oh, is this the offer? $42 of those bags and 4 of those bags. $420 sale. Okay, how many have I got here? I think I literally just hit 50. 53. And I did 221 in raids. And I'd say I did at least 29 natural, but I've done more. Oops, let me do that. But I've done at least 29 natural. But I think I've done more. Are you playing on PC? Your shop looks fancy. My shop looks fancy because I'm on beta. This is because I'm on beta. I did a update video 2 days ago about the new update. So if you want to check out what's in the new update, there is a big change coming to update as well in terms of what it's going to change how certain attack stuff works with the new camouflage changes. Would definitely check out the camouflage gameplay. I might make a new video just showing camouflage gameplay, because I think a lot of people just haven't really realised that it's going to come in and it's such a big change. So if I just make a camouflage only video, it'd probably be better. Of all the things it's going to affect, because it even affects Priya's rush. Even if she hasn't got rampage, like she'll attack one person. If everyone else is rampage, she just won't do another attack. She just does only a 1 attack. If she kills someone, she won't go to anybody else. It literally just make it so that she only does 1 attack. Rampage gets everything does. There's no AoE, no line damage, no splash damage, no rampage. So much gets changed. So much gets changed. And again, same situation. It's unclear whether it's intentional or that's how it's meant to be. Like, don't know if they mistakenly made it so it affects weapons and stuff. But it doesn't just affect weapons, it affects rushes, it affects everything. It even affects specialist skills, like waste not does not happen anymore. Collateral, it works on collateral as well. But it works on rushes, so like, let's say this character right here, let's say you grinded for this character. Some people feel sorry for anyone who like literally just recently claimed this guy, because he's been massively like potentially nerfed like now. His rush turns into a single target 500% rush against camouflage. It will not hit everybody anymore, it will just hit just one target. Like, go check out the video, the gameplay is near the end. You can just see all the different attacks I do, but I will make a camouflage only video, just so you guys can see that. It is mental, it is mental. But Priya's rush, the one I was saying with Priya, is it's a 3-hit rush. Forget, like, my Priya in this region does not have rampage, so her weapon's just this weapon, right? When she does her attack, the first person gets taken out with the first attack. The second and third attack, she just stands there and does nothing. Does no more attacks. She just stands there. That's it. Nothing else. And then that's it, the end of her turn. It's as if there's no other enemies. Even though it's just, I don't think it's working properly personally, but yeah. I don't think it's working properly. I'm going for team player for Princess. Yeah, definitely I would do that anyway. Team player or another AP or another stat is probably the best way to go. Has anyone got team player yet? And does anybody know if it works where it heals yourself? Like, do you give bonus HP to yourself? Or does it only give it to 2 other characters? I have to test it out or check out the wording a little bit better. Where's my Gator lead gone? There we go. The tanky guy. How hasn't he got his rush? How wouldn't he have his rush? That doesn't make. No. How wouldn't he have his rush? He just got killed. He should have his rush now, right? And look, I think she just got reflect killed. That's why it did that. Like it's some new thing it does with the animation, where it shows you parts of it. I don't know. How come Priya has 50 attack and huge AP on attack, but Ivanova has 40 attack and huge AP? You mean the leader skill? I don't know. It seems like only certain characters are getting 50% stat. I assumed it was like they were just going back to normal 40%. So maybe they went a bit too high with the 50%. But we now have 50% on Jackie, so it just seems like they only do it on certain characters. So it doesn't look like they... Like, it looks like the more free-to-play characters are 40% and the ones that are promos are 50. That's the way it looks like to me. I'm guessing there's going to be a scumbag here. Because this is Diamond. And... Oh, okay. Okay. I was wrong. I was ready to get out my my dude, but I'm wrong. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, I'm gonna attack. Just try and get it down a little bit. Look at that crit, nearly 2k damage. Mission! I'm probably just gonna do this early. Absolute defense. Defense. So Gay just went from goat to god tier. Go ahead. The only thing is you can't really do it on defense teams very well, right? It's gonna be difficult. But I did say that as well. Gaia is now OP, that's what I said. But he's not really. I still want that fast Carson, even though we're in SLS era. I mean, 5-star arenas is still a thing, you know? Still a thing. I'll attack down, don't want that. I pulled a bunch of him though. He's in the 5-star token one, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I love the animation of this Sandy's rush. Like, she doesn't swing her hand too much. It looks kind of like big impactful hit though. Pick down. Oh, this was the team where I mistakenly killed him last time. Okay, he's quite defensive. We just got like 110k. If this was domination, I did really well there. 115. But this is not domination. We've got how many Sandys? 4. I haven't got them leveled up though. Okay, we need 1 fast. And oh, has he got? No, he hasn't got a 5% weapon. 8% weapon, does he? No. It's a shame. That is a shame. Well, I've got a new weapon. What am I using in her hands right now? 38% attack. Okay, that makes sense. I made this. It looks so nice. Doesn't it just look nice because it's on a different weapon? Oh, I think this looks nice. Not used to seeing it. Okay, 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 okay. Messed up. Messed up. The calcs were wrong. Need to get lucky. Need to get lucky. Oof. I forgot I was taking Carson, who needs 4. I think he needs 4. I can't edit it now. I might have a 20% weapon. Let me see. I have to get really lucky pretty much, but yeah, there we go. I have to get lucky. As long as you go to Carson, I'm okay though. Haha! He got it. Wait, what? He didn't get it. I went to Michonne. Actually, Michonne it could still work. Michonne it could still work. I was pretty happy there. I actually thought he got it. Not the ideal way of doing it. As long as it goes to Michonne or Carson, it's okay. Name. It went to Sandy, I think. I don't know who it went to. Wait. I don't know who that went to. Let's see who we can get. Oh, we didn't get any. Damn. Lots of turn 2s. Would you pull for Jackie? Two edges to this one. I think she is going to be a really important leader, but you're going to have to pull for other characters to make her really that, you know, good. She's more of a whale character. She's not so, like, if you're only pulling for one character, I'd say no. Like, straight up. But if you're going to be willing to pull for the next 3 or 4 characters that come out with her, then maybe. Go on, Carson. Just don't get stunned, Michonne. We're going to double attack now. Turn 1. Gotta do it in a really odd way. Force close your game. Just force close your game and then restart your game, and it should load your game again. Oh, I could be able to do this because they're all tough. Well, not all of them. Really? Absolute defend me. Come on. I was gonna say, absolute defended like 5 times. Say again, sorry, look, just force close your game, like long press or like go to your apps and make sure it's closed. Don't like just minimize it. Actually close your game so that your game restarts, and it should reinitialize a download of your saves. 0 runes, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't got as much depth on this region when it comes to 5-star runes, amazingly. So I don't think I'm gonna do any more. Did I get any? I think I had 15. I got 2 from my other one, I guess. Who was that fake GB? Mate, you fake Nick already. There's no such thing as a real GB. Okay, there we go. So like, go to your thing where you change your game. Like for me, it's like that, and then actually close it. Don't like reopen it, because it'll be on the same screen again like that. Make sure you close it. What was the name? Was it GB Des? Was it actually GB Des? I didn't even see it. Is it on the leaders board? Or was it someone I was attacking? Oh, this one. I am Joker. It could be like Great Britain is in brackets, or it could be the name of the clan. Let me see. Okay, the name. Oh god. I'm blaming you for that, GB. I'm blaming you. Bruh. That's your fault, man. I don't care. Oh boy. You are force closing your game, Laura Beth, right? You're starting your game again. I've already done pulls for Jackie. I did 2 1 pulls, I think. 3 1 pulls. I'll do 1 more 1 pull, guys. I'll do 1 more 1 pull. I'm not really feeling it, but if I got her, I don't even know what I'd do, honestly, because yeah, what would you do? I think I'm gonna pull on. I'll put on 6-star Harper. I'll just do a 1 pull. There she is. It's S-Class Jackie, guys. Looks a lot. Why is the weapon cut off? Why is the weapon cut off? It's like missing half an X. She is actually a good leader though, for SR, but I've got a few of her, I believe. That's weird, the weapon cut off. Yeah, she is a good character, obviously, but yeah, I think you need other characters that are going to come out in the future with her, because there's not really, like I said, there's not really anyone you can use. There's no like defensive alert characters that can go with her. There's no really good defense team fast characters, so they're probably coming out in the future. We have got this Storm guy that was leaked as well. Yeah, also make sure you've got enough storage space. Storage space can always be a bit messed up. Like, just give yourself a good 500 megabytes. Just buyed Rosita. Yeah, pretty much, right? Just buyed Rosita. And Rosita came out before, because I think most people would have just pulled for Rosita because she's powerful enough anyway. I think we're going to get AJ, who's going to be like supposedly a good defense team character. I mean, you could use Aaron in the meantime. I think we're going to get a nice healer. And I think we're going to get a shield. I mean, you could use Minerva as well. She's fast, right? 66 AP. Like, if you had a command, we'll probably get a command as well. We'll probably get a alert command, maybe. I think we'll get an alert command and a fast. I think alert command, fast shield is what will come. The reason I think fast shield is because I think they'll make it so a character that can work on melee defense teams and this team, just like Frost can work on range defense teams and the sort of like Mercer teams. Yo, what's up, Noah? How's it going, man? Davey. Yeah, I get that. The thing is, I'm not sure what kind of team she's mainly anti-damage. She's not anti-rush, whereas Mercer's anti-rush, right? Mercer's teams are like to stop you from rushing earlier, whereas she's to stop you from doing early damage. So you're gonna have she's gonna mainly have characters around her that are gonna increase like things like defense, that sort of thing, bonus HP, because you still gain AP when you're confused, no matter who you attack. But you wouldn't want to take massively overpowered damage dealers in against her because you could nuke your own team by accident on the first turn. And I have gone in against, during the raid tournament, right? I went in against a team just like this, yeah? But it just had her as a leader, and my Priya took out 2 of my teammates. Like, took out Gator and Slater with 1 basic attack. So it definitely can happen, you know? But I think it was the 5-star Rosa on my other region, so it's a little bit easier to do. 5-star Rosa and 2 of the commandos on my other region. Because on this region, I do not have Rampage. Oof. If they were to bring out another S-class character, what would benefit you like a support commander CC? I think they need to bring out a melee character that has a strong character. I think it needs to be strong, that has daze and or normalize in their kit, because, and it doesn't have to be really that powerful, because I'm just thinking about Erin teams, right? The biggest problem I've got with an Erin team right now is I'm having to use Princess because Normalize is so needed. But if there was a strong character here that did the same thing, not as powerful because I don't think it needs to be, I think that a 1-turn Normalize could be strong. Like 2 characters get Normalized for 1 turn would be pretty strong. Or maybe 2 turns. Like 2 for 2 instead of, what, 3 for 3. And then 2 for 2, a 2-turn cooldown, or a 3-turn cooldown. Melee also needs a daze. There's only 1 character that has daze in the game. But I think you could bring in a nice character like, okay, I'm gonna just say it, Javier, right? Strong Javi, S-class. He's got a baseball bat, and the 3rd slot on his weapon dazes characters. That makes sense, right? When you hit someone with a baseball bat, you daze them. They kind of be dazed. Doesn't have to be the same as Priya's daze. Doesn't have to be that powerful. But it can still be daze. I'm not sure what you'd do. Maybe like 100% chance to daze. Let's say for 2 turns when your HP is more than 60%. Like, you just make it a slightly weaker version than Priya. I think 4 turns, these massively high turns, it just reduces the skill ceiling.
And this is the reason you're getting characters come out that are really, really just kind of ridiculous, because the starter characters are so stupid. So 2 turns, days on the weapon, and then active skill, normalize 2 for 2 turns. That's it. Maybe AP to self, maybe like 40% AP to self, I'd say. And then the rush could be like home run or something like that. It could be a single target hit, or yeah, I reckon a single target hit, and then he could have a specialist skill that is like waste not, so it'll go to someone else. Basically, like he could be just a strong version. Yeah, I think 3 turns on normalized princess is a bit excessive. It could have been. I think they don't need to go over 2 turns on anything. Everything's 3 turns though. 3 turns here, 3 turns on the rush. Look, impair and confuse for 3 turns. Everything's 3 turns or 4 turns. It's hard to get out of a lock without that. You know, 3 turns. It just means it's a constant buff or a constant. That's a 100% 3 characters getting taunted all the time unless they've got resists, and you can't build resist for everything. So yeah, and you know, I thought they got away from it, but I think one of the recent characters had the same issue. Is it Jackie? Oh no, she has 2 turns. Okay. This is okay. There was a recent character that I was like, why? Six ton disarm. It's like, why though? It's just so overkill. Like, it could literally be 3 turns and it would be like ridiculous. But 6 turns is like, that's just stupid. It's just 6 turns. Like, raids don't even last that long, man. Oh, good. It's crazy. Maybe it's just me thinking this way. I don't know, guys. Like, it just seems 6 turn disarm active just seems massively just over the top. Oh man, I'm gonna get promoted again. I hate mods. I kind of like mods. I don't think they're as good as they could be. I think they need to introduce some better auxiliary mods that can determine stuff. Like they could have like defense down, they could have attack down. They only have like, they don't have anything like that. I think that'd be good. If you had attack down on your defense team, you could reduce the attack of certain characters, you know? Defense down on your attack team, you could reduce their defense. I don't know, it's be like, I might have just said defense twice. I meant attack and then defense, but yeah, you know what I mean. You could just reduce the thing that you want to reduce. Yeah. They could have better auxiliary mods, in my opinion. Most of the auxiliary mods don't mean anything, right? Some of them are just don't mean anything. Like orcs mods, right? Oh, it's attack while slowed. I mean, there might be like 1 or 2 characters that have ever existed that could utilize that to a good standard, right? Defense when disarmed is actually not too bad, because obviously if you've got a weapon that relies on it, you could that's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. Reflect, I think, is too powerful because it's a better chance to reflect. I think that's too powerful. I think it should just be either reduced reflect numbers, which would be fine, so less reflect. I think it may be like 30% reflect being the highest, not 70%. That's just ridiculous. Or reduced it from better chance to small chance. Defense while confused is, I don't get that. You would want like attack down while confused, so you're not destroying your own teammates. Attack while taunted, again, very few characters can utilize this. It can be utilized quite nicely, but it's still very few characters can utilize this. Like 1 or 2 damage dealers can utilize that quite nicely. This one is crit multiplier. That's quite nice. But again, only a few characters, offensive characters, can utilize that. Raise doesn't work very well. Minor chance is just so low. Small chance or medium chance for Graze would be better. Same with this one. Minor chance for AP drain. It works nice, but it's just too low a chance. This is terrible. Like, it's flat rate instead of percentage. This should be like, I reckon it should be like bronze 5 to 8%, silver let's say 6 to 14%, gold 12 to 18%, and then platinum 16 to 25%. So that's of the damage you do, right? So if you're a heavy damage dealer, you're going to be getting a lot back. Burn is too low, realistically. I think they should change how burn works. I think they can make burn work nicer. I think burn should reduce characters' armor, because that's how it works in like every single game. This one's okay. Defense while stunned is actually pretty nice. But most people run stun resist, so you don't want to have that and stun resist, right? I mean, but yeah, it's okay. Attack while taunted, attack while impaired can be quite nice on certain characters. Collateral characters, rampage characters, that can work pretty nicely. Bleed again is not it's not powerful enough really. I think the mods work with the new weapon upgrade though, but still it's not powerful enough in the S-class era. Mods just need to look at. I think it's mainly the orcs mods. I think the resist mods are okay. I mean, there are terrible resist mods, things that you just don't need to resist, but you can understand why they're in the game. The defense and attack versus all make sense. I think there should be attack and defense versus walkers as well, not just these ones. So there should be a walkers one, attack and defense versus walkers. A for your walker teams for SR and stuff like that, but also if they ever do bring back hordes, these never meant anything because they never had traits. So yeah, and the stat mods make sense. I guess they could. I don't know. I don't know how they could improve stat mods. I can't really think about it. I think they need to make more kits utilize crit and HP to make them more useful. Most people just go for defense and attack, even though they don't understand how defense works. They just people pile defense on their characters thinking it's the best thing to do. It's generally not, but they need to make it like in League of Legends, for instance, they have it where like 20% of a character's HP is transferred to their attack stat. But that could be a specialist skill. That could be like combat medic. I mean, that would be actually really good. Combat medic. 20% of a character's HP is given to their attack stat, right? That way you could increase someone's HP and give them attack stat with it. I use HP set on. I mean, yeah, the set bonuses are. I mean, I think having set bonuses and balance between the two stats is the best way to go, but a lot of people don't see that. Attack while taunted seems to work well. Always one hard hitter, getting some damage in. I mean, attack while taunted is good if you like. If I was to run this team, oops. If I was to run this team, I could put attack while taunted on James or Arav, and then when I do my turn to focus with Ivanova, if James and Arav get taunted, they will get a bonus attack stat, but they won't be taunted. But they'll have the taunt effect, but they'll not be having taunted attacks. And Princess turn 3 will do that, right? And then they'll have increased damage that way. But it's I mean, there is better ways to do it now because you've got Erin who does the same. Erin has the same sort of leader skill, so she can do the same thing. But sorry, not leader skill, active skill. So she does her focus. Other people have attack while taunted. They'll get bonus attack that way. Farmed too much Hellstones and got promoted to Diamond. Yeah. Like, what's it? Active players getting punished. I got promoted to Diamond 2, and in my other region I'm in Plat 5 now, but I'm almost definitely going to get promoted this week because exactly the same thing is going to happen this week. I'm pretty sure there's a raid tournament this week as well. I could be wrong. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Okay, I think we're gonna leave the stream here, guys. I'm really happy that we managed to get an actual stream in. I nearly just binned my stream for tonight. If you were here for the first stream when it crashed after 5 minutes and then again after 10 minutes, I just took a breather and I decided to try it again. I just googled some issues that other people were having. And I just changed one of the servers that I was connecting to like on YouTube, and it seemed to work fine. So we're okay now, I guess. 3.5 hour stream in the end. I'm glad we got it in. I'm glad. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I will see you next Thursday. This Thursday. Enjoy War tonight, tomorrow, guys. Enjoy War tonight, tomorrow. I will be streaming War next Saturday. I'm not going to stream War tomorrow, but I'm going to stream War next Saturday. I'm just fingers crossed these damn hell runes drop in this War reasonably well. Like 50% of the time. Like 40-50% of the time at least. Otherwise, this is a proper loss. Like, the heaven side of this event is already done because the arenas drops are so low. But the hell side, this is literally the only thing that can save the hell side. If they drop still the same 15 to 20% chance, guys, I think we're done. I think we're done. And it's a sad time, guys. It's a sad time. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you on Thursday, guys. I'll probably have a video out between now and then. I did claim Raulito on my stream tonight, so look forward to some Raulito content when it comes to a Raulito like early game guide, early thoughts. But that is the end of my video, or my end of my stream, should I say. 3.5 hour stream, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, guys, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Good night, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.